some of my people go ahead and fill on up in here, you know. Oh yeah, we gonna cook. If we don't do nothing else, we gonna cook in this thing. That is for sure. We gonna cook up one time for the one time. Yes, Lord. Ratchet since '91. Mr. Shelton. Connell, my co-host, my guy. Salute. AB, salute, bruh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Hey, these kids making noise, man. I had to hear them get their food situated. You know what I'm saying? But I already know, man. I was reading your text. I was hitting up JM. That's what had me delayed, man. I was reaching out to JM. You know what I'm saying? Good dude, man. You know, y'all let me know if my background. Can y'all hear me clear? You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying these little background music features. You know what I'm saying? We upgrade stuff. You know what I'm saying? They add the little wrinkles and things like that. You know. But this is my addition on my channel. You know, a little segment I call Texas Heat Wave. And you know what time it is. Quick, quick. What's what's going on, honey bun? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We had, like I said, we had a few little features, man. We about to start building. But appreciate y'all coming through. We got a lot of movements and shaking and you know, leaves falling out the trees in the sport of boxing. You know. Shout out to my man Kano, you know what I'm saying, for being the first person, you know what I'm saying, to break the Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. You know, he already had laced my boots up on it. So, you know, once the mass media came out and put it out, man, I was just like, yes, sir. You know, shout out to Kwee, you know what I'm saying? Me and Kano was good already, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? She initiated, you know what I'm saying, the play and they got executed, you know. So that's how me and Kano got linked up. And I'm excited about it. You know what I'm saying? I look forward to every weekend going live with my guy, man. So yeah. But you know, people ain't tapped in our way yet. We gonna get it going. We got a lot going on, you know, in the sport of boxing. I'm excited about this Amanda Serrano fight. And this Kate and Katie Taylor fight, no doubt. Long time coming, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like you know, Katie Taylor and her team kind of stalled it out because they kind of had a foregone conclusion of what the outcome may be. Omega Red, a condo salute, man. Yeah, quick, win the team. Yeah, you did. Hey, you did it. You know, it wasn't like it was hard to do or hard to you know, put together because we already rock with each other. So yeah. But you know, I'm glad this fight is about to happen. If I can get there, I gladly would go. Um, I just see Amanda Serrano style just being all wrong for Katie Taylor, y'all. I'm pretty sure some of y'all probably might agree with me. I mean, Amanda has the best offensive arsenal in women's boxing. There's no slash to Clarissa Shield. She has a good offensive arsenal as well. You know, Amanda just has more bullets in her clip for as like combinations and the way she throw punches. Like, you know, it's man, it's a beautiful thing to watch. They got two different styles though. You know, Clarissa is a boxer. You know, Amanda she a box, but at the same time she like to get grimy and dirty in that thing. You know what I'm saying? A pretty woman, but she like to get down. Like, I'm gonna stop you. You feel me? So I got Amanda, you know, by UD or a late round stoppage, or she gonna quit on the stool straight up. And put this on the screen while keep talking. No, not hard. Hard at all. Glad it's working out, and you and Kano are pushing forward with new things coming down the pipeline. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, we are. You know, I'm like his little bro, so we have the same type of got the same type of mindset. You know what I'm saying? It's just like personalities, and it meshes well. You know, his personality fits with mine, and he don't have to work hard to try to figure out what my mindset is, and it flows like water, man. And that's some of the best business and the best content you can get out. When you got somebody that has a like mind with you, because you feel like it's two of you. You know what I'm saying? And it's a blessing. I'm honored to be, what I'm saying, his co-host. So that's where I'm at. I'm excited about it, and it's gonna be great. But back to our boxing though. Yeah, shout out to Amanda Serrano. I'm ready to see her get down with these paws on Katie Taylor, and it's gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be wonderful to see. Also, William Old School, salute, brother. Who else came in here? Let me see. So that's gonna be dope. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. Like I told a lot of people, I wasn't getting too hyped on Oscar Valdez and Shakur Stevenson. I just had this unction in my inner man. Like, I don't trust that camping. Just that Valdez fight to begin with. Just because the way they move behind the scene and the way they do things and are able to finesse the game and able to do and get away with steroids, still fight. And, it's just kind of like, it's like bad juju. You know what I'm saying? You know what type of things come from that camp, and nobody's surprised, or nobody's not expecting them to try to be on something. But what the steroids do for you, if you go ahead and be pop dirty and you still pretty much lose a fight, steroids saved you from getting knocked out, because you got marked up, touched up by Robinson Conceição, and he should have won, but we already know the fix was in for it, and that's just what it is. I know Shakur Stevenson himself will put the pause and beat the brakes off of Oscar Valdez, and they know that. His team knows that. So of course, you think they're not gonna be on that special herbal tea? Of course they will. But nobody's gonna say too much about that. Why? Because it's from the Reynoso and the Canelo camp, and they're trying to push him in a way that and make a way for him to have an easy route or easy road. Yeah, I already know. They were still in the system, man. He was still on it. Skills from New Orleans, salute, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was training, you know what I'm saying, professionally for track, and steroids, and it's a lot harsher in track. I wish boxing adapted like I wish they adapted track and field steroid rules, because if you pop dirty in track, you sitting down. You about to sit down immediately. It's not about to be a whole long drawn out situation where like, oh, you pop dirty and then you can just go run. No, you pop dirty in track, shit, you about to go sit down immediately. No questions asked. They got your blood work. They got everything they need to know, and you will be suspended immediately. Look at Shakari. Look at Shakari Richardson. She smoked a little herb, and look what it cost her. You know what I'm saying? I'm not for it, but they just let you know that they don't play about being clean or not having anything in your system when it comes to track. I know I ran. I never popped dirty for anything because that's not my thing. Oh yeah, kind of. Yeah, I told him that. I told him that, bro. Syria, what's good? Felix Nunez, salute, man. Appreciate y'all coming through. We just just putting out, just setting the table right now. You know what I'm saying? Putting plates at everybody's seat. You know what I'm saying? Got their silverware lined up. You know, and then the food will be coming out real soon. You know, so I just wish it was stricter, more strict laws that fall behind it. I wish that can be translated and have a overseer or a governing body that does not, waver just because they favor uh, fighters or something of that nature because they of the same descent or that's their favorite fighter or they have connections with the team and things of that nature. Like the steroids and these drugs in the sport of boxing, especially, they need stricter laws and guideline rules. Why? Because man, this is a violent sport already. One punch can change a person's life in a negative way. Look what happened to Gerald McClellan against Nigel Benn. You think Nigel Benn don't think about that? That what I'm saying, he altered a man's, you know, lifestyle forever. I mean, he wasn't popped dirty for it, or he wasn't popping dirty, but just boxing is a dangerous sport that we love, and you have people, the handlers, the fighters, the team that are willing to try to get a, a advantage for their fighter, whether they lace the gloves, the wraps, or skin the gloves, or whatever the case may be. They looking for an easy or advantage so they can have a one up on the fighter. But at the same time, if you're already a hard puncher and you get on some steroids, man, that's like attempted murder. You know what I'm saying? The sport we love, they use their hands to defend themselves for our entertainment, Mark Stern, salute. PGA's big dog, salute, bro. Mr. Shelton, my bruh, salute. So we need stricter laws and oversee or a governing body that really is not in the pockets of sanctioning bodies and promoters and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Like I know what it feel like, what I'm saying, to have to, go take your drug test or track and then, what I'm saying, I'm unwary, but at the same time, I was still smoking while I was running. You know what I'm saying? I just always made sure I always had my system flushed out. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't under contract like Shakari Richardson is. I was unattached. And track unattached means basically you're an independent runner and you run and you can compete against everybody, but you pay for your own travel expenses, your uniform, shoes, um, entries to get to the track meets, whatever expenses, you covering them on your own. See, when you already signed, you have to go with their guidelines and their rules and things of that nature. And the funding is coming from the person that in the network that you sign with, whether it be Nike, Reebok, Adidas, and things of that nature. You know. So they're providing the funds, they're paying you because you're on their payroll. So yeah, things gonna be different. But when you come out your own pocket as an independent entity, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you'll get in trouble. You'll still have suffer the same consequences or whatever, but you're not, you know, you're not putting somebody else or another brand or a label under the microscope for your dirt. That's just how it goes, though. That's why. So back to boxing. That's why I never really spoke on Shakur. Well, I spoke on it if the fight ever happened. I got Shakur beating the brakes off of him. But until then, I'm not talking about it because, you know, I don't trust Valdez because you already ducked the man anyway multiple times. So all of a sudden now you want to all of a sudden fight this man now out of the clear blue sky. Man, don't nobody believe this shit, man. Ain't nobody naive or just that dumb. Nah, not at all. So what's next for Shakur? I guess if this fight don't get made or if they postpone it so he can cycle on and off pads, that's my thing. If they say the fight's off, that's because he's not done cycling off his pads. Once he cycle off it, he good. Then they could probably make the fight if they still do that. If not, Shakur should just go ahead, find him another fight, and then try to get the winner of the Roger Gutierrez and the Chris Colby fight, and get that belt that way. You know what I'm saying? Revisit the WBC belt at a later time or after, you take care of business doing something else and then go from there. DP Rocket, salute, bro. Oh yeah, I believe the same thing. Yeah, it don't matter if he on pins or not. Shakur still gonna beat the brakes off of him. Easy work. Gonna beat the brakes off of him. Then the fact that he had to chase you and also been trying to get this fight for years in different divisions. Yeah, Shakur is motivated even more to try to hurry up and bush ass and, you know what I'm saying, get you on up out of there. Renee Box Young, what's going on, bro? Y'all sub to my boy Renee Box Young, man. William Old School, salute, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sub to Quee. You know what I'm saying? If y'all haven't, go sub to Quee. Sub to Ashley Corner. Go sub to the Q&A Sports and Love podcast show where those two queens do their thing. So look, y'all sub to my brother, my co-host, or I'm his co-host, however you want to put it, whatever makes sense, whatever flow right. Kano Loco. He just had a quick hit live, and you know what I'm saying? He just showed how things and people move in the sport of boxing. All right, Shelton, peace out, my brother. Appreciate you coming through, man. Stormy B Man, Sensei, what's going on? Appreciate you pulling up. Y'all sub to the Sensei, Stormy B Man. That brother, that's a good dude. He also, drop game just on life in different situations that can help you. You know what I'm saying? Also, he's great at covering the sport of boxing. So y'all, don't sleep on the Sensei Stormy B Man. Y'all tap in if y'all haven't. I'm pretty sure everybody here is already sub, but if I got just ear hustlers around, I'm gonna say it anyway. Y'all go get the merch. Y'all go get the merch from Stormy B Man, Ashley and Quee. You know what I'm saying? I don't have merch yet, so I'm gonna push my other people to go ahead and support them and grab their merch. Al B, what's going on, brother? Salute to you, OG. Al B. Yeah, we'll pick up our conversation again, bro. Let's see where you at, Renee. What was you saying? Well, I mean, Renee, I'm not so sure as of yet, but I'm not surprised if they do, back at this fight. Because out of the young crop, you about to have to fight probably one of the best ones that's out. So yeah, I'd be worried about that too. They're gonna have to get him juiced up, like juice to the gills, and it's still not gonna do enough for him to, you know, to beat him. No, it's not off. It's not off yet. But I just got this gut feeling that it's coming down the pipeline. I hope and pray it doesn't. But I don't know. With the Reynoso camp, man, you just really can't trust them. Look at this whole Canelo sweepstakes thing. Like, if you, as a boxer, why you feel like you got to be a sweepstakes have going on just to get a fight with a particular fighter? Like, that's kind of weak to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to fight, just go ahead and say who you want to fight and get it out the way. Don't give us this old diva ass mentality where, yeah, I'm gonna see who really wants to fight me the most, and yeah, I'll make my decision like that. Man, you a boxer. You chose the sport of boxing. The boxing chose you, so go box. You know what I'm saying? Stop all this BS and nonsense and go ahead and fight the greats. Strive for greatness. Quit jumping weight divisions so you can, say that I'm a 6 or 7 division weight uh, champion, and yeah, I'm the greatest Mexican fighter of all time. Well, you might have the accolades, but who did you fight? What did you do, or who did you fight that 20 years from now we can be like, hey, that's a great fight. That's a great fight. Like Hagler Hearns, they still talk about this fight to this day. Duran Hearns, Duran Robinson. You know what I'm saying? You can go on and on and on and on. Hagler and Wilfred Benitez. Like, it's so many great fights in the '80s that they still talk about to this day. Why? Because those fighters betted on themselves. They believed in themselves. They wouldn't, of course, they wanted to get paid and things of that nature, but they was more concerned about trying to be great. If he said he was the best, and I say I'm better than him, they fought. They didn't just fight one time; they fought 2 times, or they fought 3 times. Some people fought 4 times. Some people, Ray, Sugar Ray, and Hearns and Duran and Hagler. Some of them they fought in different weight classes as well. You know what I'm saying? That time and era of boxing is gone. So we can't do nothing but go back and look at those times. So when I look at Canelo, I'm like, you got mad skills, but against whom? You know, who are you doing these showing this great skill and displaying against? If you're not actually striving and pursuing to try to be the best you can be and want to cement your legacy that I'm a great fighter, why are you in the sport of boxing? Now it's so the monetary value is it's like superseding boxing. You got greedy promoters and handlers who, I mean, it's even worse these days because they can demand to have more money doing fights. So of course, yeah, these promoters and a lot of these people, they live in vicariously through the fighters, and they trying to think and answer and do things for these fighters when they need to just shut the hell up and promote the fighter. Let him do the talking. Stop trying to talk for your fighter and stop trying to think and act for the fighter. The fighter has to go in here in the ring and prove himself or herself. Don't take that option away from the fighter. And that's what a lot of the promoters and the outfits today are doing. They are taking the option for the fighter to say that I want this fight. And that's sad because if you're not getting in the ring, if that fighter wants that fight, let him get that fight. I know Canelo probably. Oh, let me see. Bruce Goes, my OG, my brother. Salute, salute. Who else? Let me see who's still in here. I might have missed. I think that's it. I got everybody. DP, I think I shouted you out. But salute to you, King. Salute to you, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Nacho Berenstein is on Canelo's head. You're a great fighter, but you're not the greatest Mexican fighter. Now he mad about that. You know what I'm saying? His fans starting to get mad about that. Oh, Nacho just mad because he not in Canelo corner no more. It's not about that. He just saying when you look at JMM and some other fighters, other great Mexican fighters, they fought the best. They took the 50-50 fights. Even if it was a fight that people assumed that they would lose, they still took the fight. And you got everybody running around with this, oh, Canelo and Charlo next, Canelo and Charlo next. Okay, how about this? How about y'all go off the track record of the fighter? Let's look at Canelo's track record. When it comes to Canelo Alvarez, he got skills. Canelo can fight. This is no shade. This is no hate towards Canelo at all. But at the same time, he has to go out and prove it. I mean, a Rocky Fielding, that's not going to get it done for us. That's not going to get the fans believing that you are just the greatest Mexican fighter of all time, or legit, in a legit way, claiming the stakes for the pound for pound number one. Also, the WBC. Now, Canelo want to really prove that, he's the goods. How about you tell them to erase the clenbuterol level? Yeah. Knock, knock. Did y'all hear me? How about Canelo tell Suleiman to get rid of the raised clenbuterol level? Because how do we know that he's not on it? How about this? I know he's still on it. Why? Because he's not going to get in trouble for using any ounce of clenbuterol. Yeah, his drug test is going to come back clean because they upped the level so he can have something in his system. Even if it's 0.000221, you still have an unfair advantage in your system to give you an unfair advantage over the fighter who's coming in clean. Like, it doesn't take away that you're a good fighter, but it does taint, how people view you. Jay Gibson, salute, bro. 88 Sports Talk. Salute, my man. Salute, bro. So that's my thing. So when have we got the fights that we wanted and clamor from Canelo and actually got them? We haven't. So they can start all this and run around. People can keep dropping videos and content about it. But I'm not sold on Canelo and Charlo fighting. They say it's a contract on the table. Okay. They offering him $50 million. That's a lot of damn money. But does Canelo really want to fight Charlo that bad? Because if you did, you would have been chasing him, not Charlo and Andrade and other fighters chasing you. And that's my thing. Like, they're chasing you, but you're not even meeting them halfway. So what? Yeah, I guess you're supposed to get a pass for it, which he has. Which, a lot of fighters will never get that same treatment or the same pass or the same respect that Canelo gets. You pop dirty, you didn't even acknowledge that you pop dirty. You blamed it on some lame ass excuse about bad Mexican meat and shit. Like, come on, let's be real, bro. Like, what was going in your body. The only reason you made the excuse for it because you got caught. That's why it's all of a sudden an excuse now for Canelo. And he's a great fighter, but you know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it funky. If Jamal Charlo or Jamel Charlo did what Canelo did, would they get the same treatment? Hell no, they wouldn't get the same treatment. Why? Because they're black. And they assume that every black fighter has a advantage. Oh, they're so super athletic and things of that nature. So yeah, we have to use steroids or use a additive so we can have a advantage so we can keep up with them. Oh, when they say who you got, Furious White. I think Furious smacked the White ceiling. White got skills though. Some. Mm, Dillian White. I've never been high on Dillian White. I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, he's average. There is nothing really special about Dillian White. He will fight, but he has duck fighters too. So it's like I'm not sure what they expecting. Fury gonna beat the hell out of that dude. Mark Wonderlick was good, brother. You know what I'm saying? Fury gonna beat the hell out of Dillian White. It's not even gonna be close. I wish they both could knock each other out. Fury, you throw a jab from Bumfuckistan, and Dillian White, you throw a punch from Lamar's bedroom, and they land at the same time, right on the button, and they both knock each other out. Like we've never seen a double knockout in the sport of boxing. I wish we can see that with these two. Hmm. Like y'all both knock each other out. How about that? I want to see that. Y'all knock each other out. I'm cool with that. You know, so and like soon as soon as Deal Picker get knocked out, you're gonna see Dean broke arrow nose ass running in the ring. Hey Dillian, no Dillian, I love you, babe. You can do it. You did great. He's a cheater. He's a cheater. Hey, shut up. Somebody, your name was Lamar Scott, and you changed your name to DW, just like Dillian White, and the same initials as Deontay Wilder, the fighter that y'all they both got a crush on and can't stand for some odd reason. I know why y'all don't like Deontay Wilder because y'all want him like y'all want each other. It's not happening. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? They ducking Wilder because they turned on by Wilder. Sorry, y'all. Any fans that without anything different, that's what you gonna run into. These dudes are attracted to Wilder. That's why they never fought. Deal Pick will be in the ring with Wilder. Like, ooh, look at this 6'7" dude with his shirt off. Ooh, he's sweaty. Yeah. Man, no. But Fury probably bisexual too. So he don't mind getting there with him because Fury might tell him like, hey, I jack off to you 7 times a day. I jack off to Deontay Wilder 7 times a day. And people are okay with what this man said. This dude said he jacks off to another man 7 times a day in his own wax. And people just fast forward by and they're like, he just didn't say what we think he said. You say what? No, 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 no. That's not cool. That's not okay. That's never okay. But at the same time, let somebody else or American fighter that we get behind do the same things that these fighters does. They're gonna get crucified. That's why systematic racism will forever and still remain in boxing. They don't care about who champs these days. They give no fuck about who's a champ or about the belt. They just care about who the champion who has the belt. If Fury or Valdez or Canelo or shit Triple G, if they have the belt, it means something. Devin Haney having a belt that these men refused to fight him and drop their belt, and he got elevated to the champ, to the real belt. But they want to call him an email champ. But then you look at what Loma did and what T.O. did. You have to email for the franchise belt, not for the regular WBC championship belt. You email for the franchise belt. So T.O. and Loma calling this man the damn email champ, that's a deflection tactic because that's what the fuck they did. You see what I'm saying? That's how they do. That's what they do in the sport of boxing. Whatever they are doing, they try to put it off and deflect it upon you like you're doing it. And the other party probably never said it or said anything remotely like that or even tried to do the action that they done. But they're the media, the weakest motherfuckers in America, because they gonna run with what they telling them to. And they know that what the deal is. They know that they had the email for those franchise belts. But it's okay. That's because it's somebody that they favor and they want to be behind. St. Louis Mix, D-Man Jr. Salute my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Salute. So I'm looking at it like we're never going to get past this systematic racism that goes in boxing. Key word, systematic. That means it's a system. That means it's more people in play. You know what I'm saying? That means it's a lot of people that's involved. Sometimes it's your own people or your own promotional outfits and network that are in on the play. You know what I'm saying? They are making it harder because you're supposed to be promoting me and pumping me out and making sure that I get the best fight and I'm headed down the right path for my career. But money is the root of all evil and is ruining these promoters, the fighters and all, because they're going to take the money and say, the hell with your career, the hell with your promotion. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about him. We got somebody else that we really want to be having that position. You know, right side. What's good, bro? Appreciate y'all coming through. And that's one of the saddest part. Because as long as Shakur or certain people got the belts, they don't really care about it that much. But you let the people that they won't have it, then the belt means something. Example, look at Gary Russell right now. He was looking for Ray Vargas. He was looking for Leo Santa Cruz. They ducked him. He could not even get those fights, right? Soon as the belt is out of his possession, now Suleiman, grill stuffed burrito built ass, gonna come out of, and you want to mandate Leo Santa Cruz or Ray Vargas to fight Mark Magsayo. You could have done that same situation or the same thing when Gary Russell had the belt for 7 fucking years. But see, since he is a black, outspoken man who stands on the square and stands on his core beliefs and what he believes in, see, that's a problem. See, you're gonna cause some friction for us because you're gonna be 100 and keep it real. So if we do something that goes against what you believe in, you're gonna speak up on it and speak out on it. See, they don't want that. They don't want anybody like to be moving like a Muhammad Ali. They seen that at Deontay Wilder. Shout out to Stormy B man because he hit on this the other night when we was on live talking. You know, they seen the response Deontay Wilder got out of people. He can lead his people. He can empower his people. He can make his people believe in things that are going on, and they believe it, they follow it, and they run with it, and they start to do their own research and start digging in and start calling stuff out for themselves. You know, they okay with you having intelligence and education and stuff like that. The problem is when you start teaching and you start getting people to believe in you, that's when you got a problem because now you can create an army. You can create a nation of people who move like you. See, they don't want us to unify. They don't want black people and brown people to come together and be unified. Because long as they keep us divided, they know that they can come in and cause division and start doing their thing because you got this side going against each other, you got this side going against each other, and they could just keep on moving, you know, willy nilly and putting people in position and places where those black fighters should have been at. Based on their core beliefs and their values and the things that they believe in. So that's why I did a live, and it was the importance of betting on yourself. Please, fighters, if y'all ever see my live or see anything, stop putting all your eggs in one basket and thinking that people are gonna have the same vision for you because you do. It don't work that way. People will see that you have a vision and you trying to move a certain way. If they don't want you to move that way and they are overseeing you and helping your career, they're going to stop that. They're going to put roadblocks and things in play for you to fail. This system that's in America was not built for black people to succeed. Why you think they want to hear if and get families and remove the father out of the household because they're going to try to want the woman to sign up for welfare, to be living and getting assistance from the government. That means they can control you. Craig L, salute, bro. Ancestral Ray, salute, brother. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want. Oh yeah, it's all of us. But in this case, right side, we talking about boxing and how boxing bleeds out and leads into regular life. You have people that you work with, you have people that you're around that you have issues with, but you got to tolerate. Yeah. I'll put a link out here in a minute. I gotta go on. I gotta cook. I gotta set the table first, bro. I got you. But I'm gonna set this table, then it'll be easy for you to come on in and fill your plate up and drop something else off as well. You know what I'm saying? So this is how it goes, man. Like you could be at work, you can do something wrong, and it get highlighted. Billy can go do the same thing that you just done and have no repercussions for it. And don't get rolled up for it. Just go back to work like nothing happened. You do it, you got to sit there and talk to your manager and explain why you did it or why this happened. How can you prevent this? And if this situation presents you another time, how are you going to maneuver it and make sure it doesn't happen again? Say, what? Did you give him that same energy? No, because it's not about the action that happened. It's about the person who done the action. And that goes hand in hand right into boxing and real life together. They don't care about what the crime or what the situation is. They just care about who the person that did it. All right, no doubt, Ray Side. Yave, what's good, bro? Appreciate you tapping in from work, man. You know what I'm saying? Get your paper, my dude. Ray Side, appreciate the love as always, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, good brother, always coming through showing love. Banging my cash up. Like I told y'all before, I don't ask nobody to do it. When I speak, I hope, what I'm saying, I can reach y'all, I can enlighten y'all, and whatever I talk about, I want it to be informative, what I'm saying, bring some insight on the different aspect, So that's what we dealing with, and the sooner the fighters can catch on to that, they'll be able to be in better positions to avoid that stuff because they'll be in control of their careers. As long as you have handlers, dictating and moving your career, and if they're not doing it out of love and having your best interest, then we're gonna continue to have the same thing going on. I see my numbers dropping. Some people might not like what I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna stop talking. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna continue to do it. Numbers going up and down, but that's okay though. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate your view and your like. If you came in and you dipped out, hey, that's fine. You came by, you know. But back to the point I was talking about on Deontay Wilder, they seen it. They seen that he possibly was gonna be close to 50-0 with a ton of knockouts. They don't want him to take down Rocky Marciano's record or that 49-0, especially being a black man that has the reach and has the people behind him. Also, somebody that is a draw and that could sell. They thought Deontay Wilder was going to be a lost cause after he lost his belt. He got bigger after his belt. Why? Because he stood up, he called out the BS that happened to him, and he stood on his square. He took him to court. He won in court, and then he won in the court and he won in the ring, even though he got cheated and lost in the ring because he won in court and he forced their hand to give him what he rightly deserved. He didn't ask them to give him his trilogy that he was guaranteed and that he was supposed to get. He took it. He took his respect. He took what they were trying to deny him from having. And you know what? The powers that be couldn't stand it. They couldn't take it. It made them feel real odd. They felt like a baby Ali was trying to come out at certain points. You know? And they don't want that. And see, knowledge, a lot of people say knowledge is power, right? That's cool. Knowledge is power. But knowledge is only power when it's activated. That's the key word. It's only power when it's activated because you can have all the knowledge in the world, but if you don't activate it or teach or start to spread your wing and sow seeds for people to catch on and start teaching, then it don't really mean that you can be a Einstein, but if you don't never show it or teach nobody, they don't really care. But as soon as you start to get people to believe and follow you and start to do their homework and research for themselves to better themselves and start teaching people themselves, now it's a problem because now, again, that's when you start to form an army, a nation of people behind you with like minds that are going to continue to push it because they believe, you know, when you get a lot of people to believe and follow you, that is going to be that's when they have an ultimate problem with it because now they know they can't really control you. You know, they know they pretty much out of the loop because now you got 200, 300, 500, 1,000, or 10,000 people behind you that believe just like you, and you're a popular person, and more people are coming to see what the realness in you, and they're drawn to it. So now they got to figure out a way to knock you off. That's what they did to Deontay Wilder. They had to figure out a way to get this man off his square. How can we get this belt off of him? How can we get him to lose and to make him look bad and make him feel like shit? They found out that it didn't do anything but make him a bigger star because he continued to stand on his square and was not going to change his mindset or what he believed in. They thought that the belt was going to be something that made or break him, and he was holding on to that belt, and that was going to be his knight and his shining armor. He didn't need the belt. He made that belt. He put the WBC on the map because when he got the belt, hmm, he brought the excitement. He brought the loudness back to the WBC. Because who else was really holding it down at heavyweight like that? But man, Laverne had the belt, but he ain't no Deontay Wilder. Not at all. So now Wilder gave Fury a chance. They seen this 6'9" white man that's bigger than Wilder, and they practiced and had to find a way to make sure he lost. They cheated him with long counts. They cheated the man with gloves. They cheated him with brass knuckles. They made up false narratives and pushed out, said he did this and did that when he actually didn't. Anything to get people to perceive Wilder as something less than what he already was, or what he is, rather. Because the only thing they have to do is have people to believe or perceive you as doing something or being something. Then they won. If they get enough or majority of the people to perceive you in a different light, they win without even having to commit a crime. But that wasn't enough, though, y'all. That wasn't enough. They had to take it to another level by it's basically premeditated murder. Heavyweight are the heaviest and the hardest punches in the world when it comes to boxing. And you put something and you skin his gloves and take out padding and give him brass knuckles and things of that nature. They didn't just want to knock Wilder off. They tried to kill the man. And that's what some people are not gonna tell you. Or they too scared to speak on it. They wanted to try to murder this dude. That's sad, man. My brother's keeper, salute, bro. Darryl Deloach, salute. And that's a fact. Same thing happened to Gary Russell. Olympic medalist, a very talented fighter. They seen what he believed in. They seen how he's a family man. He stood on his square. He not a bunch of BS outside the ring. He eat, sleep, shit boxer. Comes from a boxing family. And wanted to be the best and fight the best. And look where it got him. Mm-hmm. That part, D-man. That part right there, bro. Mm-hmm. Now Deontay Wilder is living in peace right now. He has a dent in his head as a daily reminder of what they tried to do to the man. A daily reminder. Every time he look in the mirror, he has to live with that. And that's why I say, when you are the one who's the torch bearer, you're not going to get the outcome that you're looking for. The people behind you are going to benefit from the things and the actions that you put out and you shine the light on. Everything boxing, Keon, what's good, bro? What it is, it's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? We're just talking about how, they do us, as black people in the sport of boxing, you know what I'm saying? Or just life in general, Like Terrence Crawford. You chose to go back with Bob Arum, right? Nobody forced you. Nobody put a gun in your head and told you had to go resign back to him. You did that out of your own will and your own merit, knowing that his track record is known for having racial bias, not promoting black fighters correctly, or even knowing how to do it properly. But you still go back that way. Now you found out the hard way, and now you end up having to take them to court. But at the same time, you was drinking the top ranked tea and the top ranked Kool Aid, and it was all good just a week ago because you was getting $3.5 million a fight guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? You come from the hood, you come from the, you know what I'm saying, from the bottom. Didn't have that. They gave you an option and put it in your hands, and you took it. I'm not knocking them for it, but look at the way you had to go by and getting it. And then you want to shit on your team and your members of your team Crawford want to keep shitting on Al Heyman, another black man who actually helping black men. And if you want to get a fight with the people that you say you want, you're gonna have to go do business with them. But who's gonna be willing to over at PBC to hurry up and do business with you when you openly and constantly disrespect them and shit on them? Nobody's gonna open their arms and have their arms spread wide and embrace you and bring you in after you done constantly bashed them and told everybody that they want shit. And you know, I ain't signing with Al Heyman. Fuck Aerosmith. Fuck PBC. Fuck everybody with them. But you a man with no land, and you gonna need help. What you put all that shit that you put into the atmosphere is gonna come back to bite your ass. You can't say all this racial and all this other shit when you was happy with him getting the money and you knew he was a racist. That's the difference. You knew he was a racist, but you was getting paid and the money was good, so you wasn't gonna trip too bad because you was getting paid. He's like, well, he ain't being racist to me, so I don't give a damn. I'm getting money. All money, not good money though. All money is not good money because you can get some good money, but it's always a catch-22 or a stipulation behind you taking that money. Yeah, they gonna give you that money, but what are they expecting out of you in return? If they're not getting a huge return on their investment from sales as you as a boxer, they gonna want their return on that money or a favor or hold some over your head for some reason. Hey, Yahweh, appreciate you stopping through, man. Always all love, man. Don't work too hard, man. Knock it out. Get your paper, my dude. So that's why when we as black people was coming at Bud, it's not that we disrespecting you or don't like you, but we see what's going on. And your team obviously don't give a shit. How could y'all be Team Crawford and y'all over here allowing this man to go through this shit and don't even say nothing? Even if Bud did make all the right decisions, that's why he got a team around him for y'all to lace his boots up if he fuck up. But see, niggas don't care about that shit these days. They just worrying about you paying. Oh, I'm on the payroll. Give me. No, nigga, fuck all that. Nigga, you would get fired if you don't do your job. It's your job and your duty to stand up or check me and lace my boots up if I get out of term and start fucking up. If I start losing money and I don't have the bread no more, nigga, you not gonna have it no more because I can't pay you. That's why my live was saying the importance of having a team around you, man. This is not just for boxing. This is for life in general. You need a solid foundation, well-grounded team around you, man. They hold everybody to accountability and responsibility as grown as men and women. It's imperative for your success to have a solid team around you. The only way you're going to make it is having a solid team around you. Look at the boxers. Everybody that had a solid team around them, they doing well. If they didn't have a solid team around them, they scatterbrained. They all over the motherfucking place. We see it right now. It's clear to see. It's very clear to see. And it's sad at the same time because there's people that, some of them, they clueless. They 30, 40 years old and they clueless as hell, y'all, because nobody has took the time to lace their ass up or tell them that, hey, you bullshit. You got to tighten up. This shit ain't going to fly. Because they getting paid, man. When people getting paid and they get comfortable. Bud got comfortable. His team got comfortable because he never put the pressure on them to tell about letting them know or telling them, hey, look here. If you see something ain't right, speak on that shit. Call that shit out. You know what I'm saying? No, they just over there just quiet and going along with the flow, go along to get along routine. And now you got to go to court. You wouldn't have to go to court if you wouldn't resign back. Which you shouldn't have done back the second time anyway, because you should have betted on yourself. You already had became undisputed. Now you can go up and go, petition to be in the next weight class. Now you in a position where who's really rocking with Bud, y'all? From a promoter and a business aspect. Who rocking with Bud, y'all? Everybody is pretty much essentially don't want to touch him. And it's sad, as talented as he is, look where he at now. Now you scatterbrain because you don't know which way you want to go now. You don't know if you want to go forward. You don't know if you want to go backwards. It's you all over the motherfucking place. Now nobody really want to touch you because you didn't bet on yourself and put yourself in position, and you signed back to the racist prick that don't give a fuck about black people. And now you in court, and I salute him for that action and that notion that he's doing. But you got to take accountability and responsibility that you fucked up. Nobody on his team is telling him that he fucked up, y'all. Dropping trolls, salute. Nobody is telling him that he fucked up. Now you got to face the music and look in the mirror, and hopefully you tell yourself, now you want to go to 154. But didn't he say you want to undisputed, y'all? I thought you want undisputed. But the fight passed me, though. I don't need Errol Spence. You see, all this shit right here, he done drunk the top-ranked Kool-Aid so much, and he believed in the narrative and shit that they pushed out for him, that he don't know which way, he don't know where to go. He's mentally vested in the shit that he was around. He became a product of his environment and don't even know. Now you expecting all these black people to get behind you, now you in court. Bro, it's not going to happen that way. It's not going to happen that way. And it's not to bash Bud Crawford. It's not to tear down Terrence Crawford. Because anytime you speak on it, you start calling out all the shit that's going on. Motherfuckers and dumbasses think you over here assassinating and trying to shit on Terrence Crawford's character and saying he not this or he's not that. St. Louis mix, salute, bro. Yeah, that's my thing. Like, who on his team is gonna hold him accountable, y'all? That's that's my number one point. Who is holding Terrence Crawford accountable for his fucked up actions? Nobody. Hmm. Nobody. Now look where he at. Yeah, the big question. If I go fast, there's a good chance that the dragon will not be stressful. The kid's gonna fly. Gonna fly. Here we go. Go forward. Faster, come. Faster, come. Mm-mm-mm. And that's the sad part. Nobody from his team told this man that he was fucking up. Nobody. You got Bo Mac, you got Bernie, and all these other cats. They say all this crazy ass shit, and it's not doing nothing but fucking up Buzz credibility. Even if he didn't say anything, the fact that you don't check them for speaking out of term, you is guilty by association. You just as guilty. They're on your platform speaking on your behalf, saying all this crazy shit across the internet. Eddie Hearn don't even want to fuck with you. But he still got Derek Chisora and Dillian White. They not even the same arena and class as you as a boxer. But do you see Eddie Hearn over there shitting on Derek Chisora, who got 12 losses? You see him over there shitting on Dillian White? No. But us being honest and real, speaking on certain stuff, we haters though. Y'all know I'm not, y'all know I ain't lying. They call us haters and Terrence Crawford haters and Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence lover boys because you call out this shit. Let me read some of these comments, man. Yes, St. Louis. I'll put that up there right now. Biggest question, why did he keep going back to top rank? Things that make you say, For one, he kept going back because his team slash manager was managing his career. Also, that's your trainer. My question is, why? Hey, have y'all heard Bo Mac talking? Where Bo Mac at? Your guy is in court now. Where you at? Why you so quiet now? No, don't get quiet now. When the heat get turned up and your ass in the frying pan. No, don't be hush hush down because you had a whole lot of shit to say about a lot of people. Earl Spencer drunk and all this other shit. Now nigga can't even get you to even turn your camera on. And that's my $1 million question. Where do you go from now from here? At this point, you say you want to go to 154. Everybody is on PBC. Shout out to my boy Everything Boxing Keon, because he shined his light in on this situation, and it made me think he right. PBC got 147 and 154 on lock, but you keep shitting on Al Heyman. You're gonna have to do business with that man though. You're gonna have to do business with him if you want to fight Errol Spence.
Yeah, because Bo Mac know after the encounter with BFTB, he got to shut the fuck up because he told and gave information that he probably wasn't trying to do and fucked around and it backfired on him. Now you won't even turn. You can't. You're not on no lives. You're not doing interviews. You know where to be found. So yes, I've been calling them shady boots, all that shit for a minute, and I feel like that man had a hand in fucking up and duping uh Terrence Crawford and force feeding him to sign back with Top Rank. Since you the manager, you gonna deal with certain or see contracts and other things of that nature. So now, what's up? Now you quiet. I ain't never seen Bo make this quiet, y'all. And I want him to win. I want Bud to win the case, but he's not gonna win. He might win certain uh certain topics in the lawsuit, but other than that, that's it. But still, again, nobody is telling this man shit. We'll wait and see. But we're not gonna drown it out on Terrence Crawford. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna drop the link before I'm a gentleman first. So Quia, if you wanna hop on, you can hop on. If not, I'm going to let some of the fellas hop on. Do it just like this right here. Hmm. There it goes. And that's just a sad part. You know, in these days, you just can't be an athlete. All right, we're old school. Appreciate you coming through, OG. Man, go ahead and get them ZZs, man, so you can get up for work in the AM, man. I appreciate you coming through. You know, appreciate all y'all who come through, come tap in and rock out with your boy for a little bit. This is my smallest chat I done had in a while. But I ain't doing no tripping because I'm gonna keep on going and keep talking my shit. Yes, sir, Keon. Don't make no sense. He refusing to sit down with Al to do business. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Dude ain't that sharp up top at all. No, he not, bro. But it's like we can't say shit about it though, Key. You know what I'm saying? Key, if you want to hop on, you can click the link if you ain't dealing with the fam and shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So if you got shit to do, no problem. You know, I extend the invite to you as always because you always extend it out to me, man. You know, so that's my thing. You can't say shit about him. And now it's fizzling out. Like ain't too many people just really talking about it like they was a couple weeks ago. Cause now people starting to look and see and realize like, man, he might even fucked himself. Because people keep talking so goddamn much on camera. This shit sad, y'all. Right. Yeah, D man, that part, bro. But this is why I say systematic racism still exists, man. And some of this shit, you don't have to be of a different race for systematic racism to exist. Why? Because some of your own kind will be the first ones to turn your back on you before another person will, or of the opposite race or descent. Because people think they know you so well, right? They think they can answer questions and shit for you without even consulting you. He ain't gonna do this, so I'll go ahead and answer that for him. No, nigga, you don't answer that for me. I can answer that myself. Oh, you good, D man? I already know. Leon Robinson, salute, man. Salute, bro. And that's where we at. It's like, man, you can't. It's so emotional driven. It's monetary value driven. Scheming and scamming. Like dirty politicians in boxing. And it's sad, man, because these fighters are falling to the trap and falling prey to a bunch of the shit that we as content creators talk about and cook and push out content to try to enlighten these people. Like, wake up. Oh, hey, Key, I understand, bro. I understand. My little man ain't too long laid down, man, so it was easier for me to get on live. I was ripping and running when I first started, making sure they was cool and all that good stuff, man. So you good, though. There you go. Not the bad side, but the motherfucking right side.
Hey, the motherfucking right side, man. What's going on, G5? How you feeling?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good. You know me, I'm always tapping into my intellectual side, looking at stuff from a intellectual standpoint,
And you laying it down. It's interesting, man. You speaking nothing but facts right now. And you look at Bud Crawford team right now. You look at what's going on over there. Man, we want to support them. We want to support. That's the worst part about it is, bro, I want to support you. You feel me? But you look at the business moves. You look at the business moves that his team making. You go and I made it after Bernie the boxer, man, when he came on Blue Platform.
Mm-hmm.
I made it a business for myself. I wanted to hear what he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, so I'm gonna go to your platform to hear what you're talking about. But that shit get even worse when I get over there listening to what he's talking about. You feel me? And it's like, bro, and yeah, it's interesting. Bomac ain't saying too much or nothing. Which I respect that. You know what I'm saying? One thing you always say is, hey, if you don't say nothing, it make it that much more for me to convict you on anything. But hey, when the police when they about to arrest you, what they tell you? You got the right to remain silent. You know what I'm saying?
Anything that you say and do can be used against you in the court of law.
Right.
God damn it.
Right. And it's the same thing out here. Anything, it may not, it's the court of public opinion.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, and honestly, now that I think it ain't even just that, because you are in court right now with Bob Arum. And so a lot of what's been said, that shit can go against you. It can be used against you in the court of law, not just the court of public opinion, but in the court of law, because of a lot of the things you and your team have said. Hey man, I like to call it interesting. I call it interesting. The reason I call it interesting is because at the end of the day, it don't affect my pockets, but at the same time, I want the best for boxing. And just looking at this whole court situation, I always say that, it's the boxing politicians who are the biggest problem in boxing. And I applaud Terrence Crawford for moving forward with this lawsuit. At the same time that I applaud him for moving forward with it, I look at it and I'm like, man, you done put so many damn obstacles up in front or with this lawsuit. I hope you win. I do. It's hard to see it, but I always say that I'm not a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? I don't know shit. I don't know shit about the law. Most folks don't know shit about boxing. I know a little bit about boxing, but I know shit. I know what I need to know to work on my cases if I ever have some. But as far as it's going, I hope you. It just don't look good for you, bro. From what some of the things you said.
Yeah, and it's on wax. This is one of my biggest key points. When Bob Arum wants to present something and prove that you said it, they're gonna roll in that TV and they're gonna pop up the footage.
That's it. That's
You
it.
know, and then how can you debunk it and you said it your damn self? What you gonna say? Oh, I didn't really mean that. A judge is not gonna grant you that.
But
It
I
came
believe
out the horse's mouth.
I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe this case is going in front of a jury.
Mm-hmm.
And in my opinion, that make it even worse because if I'm on that jury and I'm listening, I'm like, and we've heard what, oh, Bob got a good heart. We've heard what Bud has said over the years. We've heard it. It's going to be hard when they pull that out, and then for you to be coming back. And what I hope is that outside of the racism, the other parts of the lawsuit come into effect. I hope that's where he wins at, because the racism part of it, I don't think he can win that. I hope he does, but I don't think he can. But I think that he has a chance to win in other aspects. Exactly. So, but that's once again just me because
that ain't even no foregone conclusion, right side? You know what I'm saying? Because not only have you said some ignorant shit, your team keep doing it. They continue to do it.
They saying it today. It's embarrassing. And I can't understand how we all can sit here and listen to what's being said and be like, bro, this shit is not in your best interest. How can we all look at it I guess looking at it from the outside may be different, but we can all look at it and be like, bro, that shit is not in your best interest. It's not great business moves. But you sitting there and you don't say, you just let the shit continuously happen.
Because in acceptance, he comfortable, he getting paid. So the public perception of how he looks or what's going on don't matter, because his pockets and his family is being fed.
Bro, you right now, and people argue about this. You know they argue, but right now, Terrence Bud Crawford could be considered the pound for pound best fighter in the world. If not one, two.
Shit, they got him though. I mean, most people got him either at one or two. I mean, that's rightly so. Mr. Mechanical, salute. Kenneth Johnson, salute, my brothers. Y'all, I see y'all, man. I was like, let me pause it. Let me go ahead and salute y'all coming through and showing them brother love. You know what I'm saying? Them numbers shooting back up. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all taking time out y'all schedule to come and tap in. But like I tell people, yeah, prepare for some shit to be said when you come over here and holler at me or you tap into me, because I'm not gonna sit here and tuck my tail because Bud Crawford is a black man. Every black man don't make the right decision, but that's why you have a team around you to keep you on your toes. If you was my manager, right side, and people trying to say I did something, you got proof with video recordings that I didn't do it in the warehouse or in the company. You as the manager are going to step up. Why? Because you are in that leadership role. You're my manager, so you're managing my affairs. Bomac should be coming out to talk, but he too embarrassed to talk because he got his ass crucified and he started telling too much. Now, as you being a manager, you handle Bud business affairs, his contracts, and reach out and go talk to the advisors and promoters and things of that nature.
He should not be the manager. That's the problem. Why is both they got there? Listen. I don't want to I apologize once again. I don't want to get loud on anybody's platform. I don't want to act wild.
Man, look, bro, if I let you up here, you free to express yourself. You got to say shit, damn, fuck, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? That's,
I
bro,
feel,
I allow you up here, so you good.
I
I
appreciate
want the people that come up here on my panel, or, bro, you free to express yourself. Because I'm a cuss. I'm a curse. Let me use proper grammar. I'm a curse.
bruh,
That's what it is.
this shit is out of control. What Terry Bud Crawford go? I always say I Bud Crawford is one of my. I love watching them fight. I love watching them fight. But the business moves that you are making is so egregiously embarrassing. I mean, my God, my dude, my son.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 6-year-old son. This dude he can figure out on the game how to make better moves than what you making right now. If
Mm-hmm.
if I ask him, okay, you got to go talk to your teacher, right? You're going to talk to your teacher. Is it better for you to say, well, I did the shit I was supposed to do, or I did my best to complete my assignment? What's the best? It's not hard. It's not a hard decision. It's common sense. And it just seems that Bernie, especially Bernie, and the reason because Bowman didn't shut the hell up. He didn't shut the hell up, which is a good thing. That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like Bernie, this man, he has no idea what business is, or how his words can affect the business of Bud Crawford. And because of that, it's just my problem is, Bud, you don't see this. If me and G5 looking at what Bernie's saying, and we like, bro, this dude talking crazy as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Get up and say this. If we can look at it that way, how the hell you can't look at it that way?
Right.
I don't understand that. And what I feel like it come down to is you not being honest with yourself. You don't have a solid team around you to be honest with you. And once that becomes the point, there's no honesty in any of the conversation that I'm having. And when you have no honesty, you have no objectivity. And anybody who's not being honest normally has bad business following behind them. That's just what it ends up being. And that's what it's looking like for Bud. Shout out, man, Mr. Mechanical. Hey, that's my guy, man. Me and him, we rock in chats every day. That's my guy, Mr. Mechanical. Salute, bro. Leon Robinson. Leon be in the chats as well. Salute to him too, cause matter of fact, I don't know if we got wrenches in the same chat, but I know we be in the same chat. So salute, Leon. You know what I'm saying? And hey, G5, salute to you, bro, because I've been thinking, man. I was looking on Amazon earlier today, bro. I think I'm gonna put me a little channel together. I think I'm about to put a channel together, bro.
Right, bruh. Go for it. That's all I can say. Go for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell nobody that they shouldn't do it, because it's enough space and enough opportunity and enough uh shit. The way shit going, you need more solid minds that is gonna keep it real, or gonna call it, what I'm saying, straight down the middle. You know what I'm saying? Just like our two names are split on the screen, you can see partially of my background. You know what I'm saying? You need somebody that's gonna call it straight down the middle. Like, you see the screen, you can see my face and my black backdrop, and you can see yours. The same thing has to happen. Call shit straight down the middle. You know what I'm saying? Don't cut no corners. You know, and that's where how I see it. Anything I do in life, anything that I put my name to, or I put, I touch. I got. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. So that's how I look at it, man. And Mr. Finesse, my brother, salute. Let me get to this comment.
Mr.
Yeah.
Finesse, another one.
Yeah.
That's another one. I rock with him. Salute Mr. Finesse.
Bud decision making in the ring is great, but out the ring, Bernie and Bomac are prime examples of Bud bad decision making out of the ring. Yeah,
Fact.
and I was like, no, nobody is there to check them, and they're in a position where they supposed to be the ones checking motherfuckers if they coming at Bud wrong, or if Bud doing something wrong, you supposed to check him. But they don't give a fuck about that.
No, but
Long as they can hold on to Bud accolades and what he done and his perfect record and all this shit like that, that's all they care about. You know what I'm saying? And it's
but
like,
problem this
when hold
when
on,
you
when are people gonna realize that this man himself has told us out of his own fucking mouth what he wants and what he don't want? Canelo went to the PBC and got a bag.
2 bags.
You know,
It's looking like 2 bags. It's looking like 2 bags.
yeah. I mean, man, I don't think he fighting Charlo though. We can shift to that. The Canelo, because I'm not. I'm. This is not a bash bud or whatever. It just happened to flow in the realm of the conversation that I have started. I set the table on. You
Agreed.
know,
Agreed.
it's always more than one table or one chair at the table, and it's always gonna be more than one plate at the table. You know what I'm saying? So shit, Bud, he had a plate at this table that I done laid out. Canelo got a plate at this table, and shit, we gonna break this shit down and dissect it. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard. I just feel like, when has Canelo gave us the fights that we truly wanted? Never.
Never. But this the problem. I think me and you talking about two different things. I agree 100%. Canelo don't ever give us the fights we really want.
Hmm.
But situation. And so for Caleb Plant, Canelo made what? 40 million, right?
Hmm.
They just offered him 50 million for Jamal Charlo. Facts.
Hmm.
So ain't no way Canelo turning down $50 million. He's not turning that down. If he turned that, bruh, he's not turning 50 million. You tell me somebody who turning $50 million down.
Shit, AJ did it.
AJ is different. AJ,
Nah, shit. I mean, he might be weird, but shit, you know, Canelo. I mean, you can fight, but you move weird too. You know what I'm saying?
so you don't think Canelo fight Charlo?
Man, I'm not. I won't believe it till I see it. Just like when how AJ, the whole AJ and Wilder situation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
Canelo has, well, Maul and Andre have been trying to get this dude for so long. I believe the contract and the offer is there. See, Wood was good, bro. You know what I'm saying? I believe that it's there. But is Canelo gonna really want to take a fight that he can say that this might be my toughest fight that I ever fought, other than Floyd Mayweather?
man.
I know the money there, bro. I know it's there. But Canelo got a bunch of fucking money already.
Right, right.
And you got Nacho Berenstein them coming out questioning all this shit. That can propel, or pushing them want to make this fight with Charlo. But at the same time, you still ain't pick no opponent, and the motherfucking offers on the table.
Bro, you know what? G5, man. Can I be real with you?
Hmm.
This year, man, at the beginning of this year, after what we seen in November and December of last year, we
Uh-oh. There
uh
go my man, the
KQ
singing OG,
the O
KQKC.
is in the building. That's my dude, man.
Mm-hmm.
KQKC, salute to you. Hey, man, W underscore right side, man. Call in. We want to hear from you, OG, if you can. We understand if you can't. But
See, I'm telling Mr. Mechanical, you feel me, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, until I see it's announced, they got the venue and all that, I don't believe that shit that is happening. That's my only thing.
but
Because
see, it's the
look at
thing.
the power that Canelo got. He can do and move where, however, essentially how he wants to, right? So
Fact.
at the same time, people bow down and bend that and get on one knee for this man. So if he tell them, I'm good, I'm chasing my legacy, I want to get another
be another weight division champ, he'll go up and go to 175 and fight.
Right.
I just see him. I don't know. I just don't see him taking this fight right now, y'all. I mean, people
But
could be like, man, you crazy. Who gonna turn down 50 million? We done seen that shit already. And it was
man,
gonna be even bigger. Wilder and AJ was gonna be bigger than Charlo and Canelo. I'm a Texas guy, but goddamn Charlo is not a goddamn pay-per-view draw or star like that at this point. Canelo will be doing all that. When AJ had the UK, he ain't no American star, but he got the UK behind him.
that's facts.
Wilder had the Americas, the US over here behind him. Wilder had UK fans as well too. So that fight was gonna be massive. Canelo know he can make some money, but at the same time, we done seen this shit before. Look at goddamn George Kambosos Lopez Jr. That's his new name. How Devin Haney pricing himself out, and
But
he
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 because
offers you the biggest bag that you done had,
man,
but he
all right,
pricing himself out.
G5 man, listen, check this out. A few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, Cambosis
Huh.
told us,
Hey, hold that thought real quick. Finesse, you want to hop on? Mr. Mechanical, you want to hop on? Shit.
"Come on, we everybody, man, we need it."
KQ, if you want to hop on OG, shit. I'm extending the invite to you. And it's just, yeah, Finesse, boxing is a dirty game, man. Like, when people have been getting money so much and for so long, like Canelo ain't hurting for no money at all. 50 million is cool, but shit, he signed goddamn 100 and what, 50, 130
With the
million
zone.
dollar contract with the zone for a 10,
Yeah,
11 fight deal. He didn't
right.
complete it, but shit, he got half of that shit at least, 80% of it.
That shit still probably in the works.
So right. So that's why I'm at the point now. It's like, bruh, you gotta show me. With Canelo, you actually gotta show me. Just like we waited on the Plant, he chose him. He said he's gonna fight Plant. He actually went ahead and fought him. You get credit for that shit. There you go. Yeah.
G5.
This
That's good, fam.
was happening, my boy.
And now, hold
Man,
on, let me mute this TV. I don't want to get you no trouble and shit. Let me mute that. All right.
man, I ain't even hear the shit.
Oh, bet. Good. All right. What's good with you? How you living, bro?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yo, salute, fam. I don't know who the other dude in the chat and on the panel
That's
was.
right side.
Right side. Salute, right side. How you living?
Finesse, what's going on, brother? How you feeling?
Good, man. Everything good, man.
Good to hear.
Oh, the
Yeah.
cash app. Here you go, KQ. It's my name just minus the underscore. You know what I'm saying? But
Yo,
yeah, man.
G5. I wanted to
Mhm.
touch on something you was just saying, man.
Come on.
When you was just talking about well, two things. One thing you were saying was when the last time that Canelo gave us a fight we want to see, right? And
Hmm.
it's easy, like people could jump around and they'll bring up the Caleb Plant fight. They go, oh, Plant was a good fighter, that was undisputed, and they'll tell you that, right? But was that the fight we wanted to see right then, right?
Nope.
And
We
they'll tell
wanted
you
Dan
the Danny
Diaz.
Jacobs fight, right? They'll tell you, right? They'll tell you the Danny Jacobs fight, right? And they'll tell you, oh well, he was fighting Jacob. Jacob was a top name, but was that the fight we wanted to see then, right? So I mean, Canelo, Andre, and both Charlos was all at 154 at the same time. They was
Hmm.
all at 154 at the same time. Now Canelo, Jamal Charlo, and Andre was all at 160 at the same time. They're the same damn age. They ain't never fought. None of them. None of the combination of the three have fought.
Mm-mm.
That's some ridiculous shit. You know what I'm saying? But again, this is how boxing do, right? There's no other sport like this. You don't watch football, right? This year we in the playoffs, about to get into the Super Bowl in 3 weeks, right?
Mhm.
It doesn't work like this in any other sport. In the football game, we see everybody play everybody. There's no choice for somebody to say, nah, I'm not playing. Like you were just talking about. That was the second thing that you said I want to touch on. George goddamn Camboso. This dude was all at Devin Haney fight, smiling all in his face, talking about how, yeah, we going to fight, long money, right? And then going to turn around now and just looking for every way out the back. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But this is how boxing do. This is simple. You got undisputed. Undisputed can happen at 135. Undisputed can happen at heavyweight. Undisputed can happen at 107. Undisputed can happen at 154. All this year. Guarantee you,
Right.
somewhere along that line, it don't. Because boxing don't see it right. You said, I just want to make sure. Did you say that they offered Canelo Alvarez $50 million for the Charlo fight?
Yes.
Is that a fact, or is that is that a fact or opinion?
No, that's a fact.
Okay, so they offered him $50 million for the Charlo fight. And how much you just said before he got paid for the Caleb Plant fight?
40.
And that's a fact, or is that an opinion?
That's a fact.
So $90 million can go to one having two fights. But we done missed out. You telling me that Devin Haney and Gary Russell couldn't have got $6 million? You telling me that Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford can't get $20 or $25 million? Are you telling me that Tank Davis and Gary Russell can't get $20 million, $15 million? I mean, $90 million on this one dude to fight Caleb Plant, which was a cool fight. I ain't had no problem with it. It was cool. But you gave us a cool fight. And let's say we get the Charlo fight now. Let's say that do, because I know you say you don't believe it. Let's say it do happen, right? Why is it happening now? Why is it happening now? If it did happen, why would he want to fight Charlo now? Because he thinks shit is sweet on that side, right? But right now, would you rather? I'm just asking you, G5 and right side. Would y'all rather see him right now fight Charlo right now or Benavidez?
Well, he at 168, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would much rather him fight Benavidez. For
168 pounder.
Yeah, for one, the belt that you got was his belt. It never had to fight the man. That's even more reason for you to prove yourself why you are the champ. You know what I'm saying? Not a technicality or some stipulation that happened and he lost his belt on the scale. You didn't beat him for his strap.
And it's not to say that Canelo can't fight, because Canelo could fight his ass off. But just think about what you just said. The dude could have fought Benavidez for the belt, waited for Benavidez to not have it, fought Yildirim, got the belt. Let's rewind the tape, though. Remember now, at 154, Boo Boo Andre had the belt for how long? And was calling Canelo bitches and hoes, right? But he didn't want to fight him. Turned around when Boo Boo lost the belt, similar to a way that Benavidez lost the belt, not in the ring. Then he wanted to fight for that same belt against Liam Smith. So as you said earlier, nothing that we're seeing is new. Not just from boxing, but from Canelo Alvarez. He picking, when he got that, I think it was the WBO belt at 154, and for, I think, Liam Smith, was it? Or Liam Walsh, or Liam Charlie, or Liam, whoever
So
it was.
what man? One of these warehouse produced motherfuckers.
You know what I'm saying? Some Liam. You know what I mean? But Boo Boo Andre had the belt for a minute and was calling him out. It wasn't like he wasn't offering no fight, but he don't want to fight. Now, this is what's crazy. Nobody would say nothing. The dude will fight Albert Yildirim or whatever, and they gonna tell you he daring to be great.
And he was coming off.
Shit,
how
he
long
got
ago was the
knocked
loss?
out by Mickey Bay.
Man, listen. So
And hold on, and not only that, he your motherfucking sparring partner. What don't you
And
know about his game?
he's your sparring partner. Right. I ain't even
What
mentioned
don't you
that
know
part.
about his game? You
you
know
know,
Right.
about his movement. You know
but
what he lacks at.
but this is why. And man, I'm not a Canelo fan, anything like that. Of course, we all know the man is a drug cheat, whatever.
I ain't even mentioned that. Right.
I will say, I think he's a hell of a fighter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when he was cheating and when he wasn't. So everything is kind of with an asterisk for me. At the same,
Mm-hmm.
I'll say he's a hell of a fighter, and I think, in my opinion, this is going to be one of his tougher fights with Charlo. But at the same time, I still think he beats Charlo. I think Charlo. I don't think he has the movement, the lateral movement. I think he has the power, but at the same time, you got to be able to connect, and you got to also not be able to get caught. And I think Canelo will end up beating Charlo, but at the same time, I at least I'm excited that Canelo is well. We don't know. We don't even know this yet. So I, I'm thinking that he's going to take this fight, and I'm hoping he would take this fight. The Boo Boo Andre fight, he'll never take that fight. The style is too awkward for him, and I don't think or I don't even think it's him. I think it's more Eddie Reynoso. The same way Eddie Reynoso supposedly approved the Valdez fight, but all of a sudden Valdez don't want to sign the contract with Shakur Stevenson. I think it'll be something very similar to that with Canelo and Boo Boo Andre. So I don't think he'll ever fight, regardless of what Boo Boo Andre. If Boo Boo Andre move up and put himself in mandatory positioning, all Canelo gonna do is drop the belts and start fighting in cruise. You know what I'm saying? Like it's never gonna. I don't see Canelo ever having to sit down and have to fight those big fights unless it's a major payday for him and he wants to and he thinks he can win. I think he'll take Charlo fight because he believes he can win that fight.
Right.
And
Right.
Now,
think
I will say
And
this.
oh, go ahead. My bad, G5.
not
Yeah, it's a quick point.
I will say this, but if you look at the landscape of boxing, the walls are slowly closing in on Canelo with somebody what people are not really talking about. It's not like you have a ton of options in each weight class these days because people are not just moving up and down like that. Better Beeve and Bivol and all them, they are all still at 175.
how long you think Canelo fight?
Shit, he 31. So
I know.
shit, he the same age as Charlo now. Shit, he'd probably be fighting about 5 more years.
I mean,
No
Canelo
cap.
only fight, because Canelo can fight twice a year for the next 4 or 5 years, and he can pick and choose, right, how he moves. He could preserve himself because boxing will allow it. He could preserve himself if he want
Mm-hmm.
to. But the thing I was gonna say about what you were saying, right side, is that I agree with G5 to the fact that because I've seen people turn down big money or what we think is big money before, it wouldn't be surprising if we seen it again. I mean, yeah, we said the Joshua turned down 50 million, but let's put that in perspective. You about to see Cambosos turn down more money than he ever made in his life, right? And you've
Fact,
seen other guys turn down more money than they ever made in their life for
fact.
whatever
Mm-hmm.
reason. Because I don't know. I don't at this point. Boxing is so full of shit. I don't even know what it is. I don't even know if the fighters are scared or the networks got beef. Or I don't even know. It doesn't even matter. I really think if Charlo though does get the Canelo fight, in my opinion, it's all going to come down to effort. Because to me, and I ain't putting no jacket on nobody. To me, when watching the last about 5, 6 Canelo fights, I just don't see the same energy in the dudes he's fighting as I've seen them have in other fights, right? And I don't. If Charlo come in that fight with effort and energy, right, with drive and determination, oh, I think he definitely could give Canelo a hard time because I've never seen, and let's keep it real, and y'all could correct me if I'm wrong. I've never seen in my time watching boxing with Canelo Alvarez career, I've never seen him in there with what we would consider a top fighter at the top of their peak, and Canelo just simply dominate and separate himself. I've never seen that
Yeah.
before. So there's no reason for me to
Mm-hmm.
believe he could do that to Charlo if Charlo comes with energy and effort.
Charlo is definitely gonna get up for this fight. You know how long he been wanting to fight Canelo? That's like that chick you've been shooting at for 5 years. You finally landed and you get that shot.
G5, I feel you, but yo, Jacobs was talking for years about fighting Canelo, got the fight and went in there half-assing.
But I didn't believe. I just
Billy
Jacob's
Joe
energy
Saunders
just
was
went.
talking shit about the
Mm-hmm.
Canelo fight, got in there and was half-assing. Like Kovalev went
Mm-hmm.
in there and was half-assing. The tall 6'9", what's his name,
Mm-hmm.
Callum Liam was in there
Mm-hmm.
half-assing. You know what I'm saying? Even Caleb Plant. Now, mind you, Caleb Plant to me was doing a pretty good job boxing, but it fell apart at the end. You know what I'm saying? Like Canelo's a
Yeah.
hell of a fighter. I'm gonna give him that. And
Mm-hmm.
like Right
Now
Side
he
said,
can
I
fight.
don't know when he was cheating and I don't know when he wasn't, but I could whether he was cheating or not, I know he can fight. Now cheating can help though, right?
Right.
Because I know remember Canelo used to gas out all the time.
And when last time you seen him gas out? Because he got
What you
that whatever he
say
got
that
that
one more time,
legal.
G5. Say that one more
I
time,
said,
G5.
when last time you seen Canelo gas out or look tired? This motherfucker getting more energy in after round 7.
In his 30s.
Used
He
by
got more
round
energy in
9.
his 30s than he did in his 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, the
Right.
stuff you do at 24, he doing at 31.
I'm trying to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
That's that
And
Gumbuterol.
yeah, and because he see what make it so bad. Like, look, okay, and I agree with BFTB on this. Well, okay, admit that you pop dirty and put it behind you. You ain't pop dirty since then, right? Okay,
Right.
but you don't have to pop dirty because they're allowing you to have a certain amount of clenbuterol no matter what. He's not using clenbuterol for power.
He uses a drug.
Clenbuterol is for his gas tank,
For the
y'all.
gas tank.
Clenbuterol it helps increase your endurance. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's doing. That way he can keep up his punch output that he choose or desire however he want to fight. And also he can get if you're not tired, your power going for sure carry in the later rounds.
And if you're not tired, you'll be able to move your head out the way for 12
Mm-hmm.
rounds as opposed to 6 rounds. Because Canelo used to be a great 6-round fighter. And he has turned into a really good 12-round fighter. I mean, and you know what? I don't know if his workouts is that crazy and he got a new strength and conditioning coach. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about the
He a workout junkie though. That's what we
right,
always
like,
have seen. He a gym rat. He definitely a gym rat. He live in the
right.
gym.
He puts in the work. You know what I'm saying? He puts in the
But
work. But we all know
you
that he
also
has cheated. That's a fact. That's not hating. To
This
say
and
he cheated is not hating. That is a fact that
mm-mm.
happened.
thing, when you go look and you look at what clenbuterol does, right?
But beautiful.
It's a fat burning drug that raises your metabolic rate. Even though it's not approved in the U.S. Once again, even though it's not approved in the U.S., but he's fighting in the U.S. but using it. This is WebMD. This is what WebMD is saying. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is, if it's once again, if it's something that's fat burning, when you're burning fat, you're dropping weight, but it's still raising the metabolic level, it's giving you more energy. So I'm able to drop weight, have more energy. Come on, man. Come on.
Hey, right side. WebMD don't work for the WBC.
That's right. You're right.
Hey,
My bad. I gotta go or water. You're right.
This what people overlook. The WBC is the headquarters is where Mexico.
It makes
Right, and not only that, if I might be wrong, but because my memory may be mistaken, so y'all correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm not mistaken, Canelo got caught the first time he got tested where he was at. Not the first time he ever got tested, but the first time he got tested where he was at. I might be wrong on that. I don't know for sure. You know what I'm saying? But if that's the case, it's wild Errol Spence's nipples or Charlo's missing a drug test equals drug cheats. But again, failing a drug test, we change the rules, right?
And the other thing, real quick, to mention, it wasn't one person in your gym, in Canelo's gym. It wasn't just Canelo who got.
Correct.
It was multiple people in your gym.
Right.
Cause see, when he popped Dirty, this was way before Valdez was around.
Agreed.
Neary
Right.
popped Dirty before Canelo actually popped Dirty, and then Neary, after he joined with the team, he popped Dirty again.
Who's the common factor?
Oh, we already know. It's the Street
Trainer of the
Pharmacist
year.
/ trainer.
Trainer of the year.
Eddie.
Eddie Renault. Hey, two-time trainer of the year.
The new Freddie Roach, right? Because they just all they did with Freddie Roach ain't trained shit. Freddie Roach would give you a guy like Pacquiao, right?
A talented fighter.
He'll give you a talented fighter. He'll give you a guy like Pacquiao. He'll give you a guy like what's his name? Masayo or whatever we seen, right? And now when you watch the fighters fight, and I'm talking about Pacquiao included, Pacquiao is an excellent fighter, right? But you see so many deficiencies in his game, right? What Pacquiao had going for him was he was a super athletic freak.
And fast as hell.
And that's what I'm saying. He's an athletic freak, but he was doing so many things wrong, and Freddie Roach could never tell him how to make an adjustment. When I seen Gary Russell punching Maxayo in the face 5 straight times with the same punch, and then they went in the corner, and Freddie Roach was like, yeah. And I'm like, yo, you ain't said shit, man. Like,
man, y'all know Freddie Roach. I hate to say it. Y'all know Freddie Roach is touched at the moment. Y'all know he ain't all there, and his situations going on. So we don't want to talk about the handicapped.
No, I'm not.
No.
I've heard
that. We ain't talking about him, but
I've heard Freddie say that shit in the corner with Pacquiao. I've seen him say that shit in the corner numerous times. Where I would be watching a fight and watching a fighter get hit consistently with the same punch, and he'd be in the corner like, there's no adjustment being made, but he'll get trainer of the year. And now we got the new one.
That boy Freddie goes to the corner. Take out punch. Nigga, what? Nigga, I don't know what that shit is. It sound like
ain't nobody making fun of dude. Ain't nobody making fun of dude. It's just when you watching them in the corner, that's what you hearing.
Hey man, you go that jab, and then you can move it to the left. I heard jab and left. That's all I heard. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what this man is talking about right now. And Pacquiao anyway. So all right, let me.
And in the clenbuterol, you know what I think, y'all? I'm starting to see because Valdez got off. That clenbuterol level is only for the Mexican fighter that they choose.
Well, of course, because they're telling you that it's the fighters coming out of that region who are the only ones who would have this issue, right? But it's just funny but it's not just the WBC. Let's not kid ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I seen the WBA take Guillermo Rigondeaux's belt from him in one weight when he was fighting in another, right? And then at the same time, I seen the same weight, the same sanctioning body, the WBA, keep Thurman's belt and let him hold it for remember how long. So it's all of them. We know how the WBO get down. Like I would say the IBF is probably the closest thing to something.
Integral,
right? With some kind of moral stature in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it used to be hard though for us though, finesse and right side. The IBF used to be rocking and rolling, and it wasn't nothing out. So they credibility and their integral was like about 90. And over last year, 2021, they shit dropped. You know what I'm saying? And then look at the IBF. Don't trip if you got the IBF at 160, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
How the clusterfuck
Mm-hmm.
did goddamn who was he about to fight? Mike. What's buddy name? Triple G was about to fight, but he pulled out.
Murata? Was it Murata?
This nigga was out for 26 months
G5. I'm just
and
trying to
fought
tell
number
you.
14 and became the fucking mandatory after being on the shelf for 2 years.
Mind you, he
That's
didn't.
what
He
killed
got.
me.
You got.
Did y'all see what just happened? Well, you
Yeah, but shit, no, buddy got COVID, I believe.
He
no
got
no
COVID.
no.
He
I'm
got
talking
COVID and had to pull out.
no. I'm talking about with Virgil Ortiz, where they Virgil Ortiz was number one mandatory. I believe Boots was number two, and they moved some dude up from.
Oh, right, and put him at number 2 and put Booth at number 3 or some shit like
No,
that.
no, no.
Mm-hmm.
They made Buddy number three, but they allowed Virgil Ortiz to fight number three instead of Boots.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be the next fight for Virgil Ortiz. So and dude moved up from 13 in the rankings to number three off of nothing. Not winning the fight, out just moved. They just moved him up.
Money talk.
I agree.
I always will.
And I mean, you know, it's cool. It's cool that we all say, you know, boxing is a business, and it is, right? But that ain't outside of it.
That
You know
shit
what I'm saying? We
is.
not making, like, when I see these damn idiots in the chat that just be so happy about how much money a guy does make or how much money another guy doesn't make, it just bugs me out because what the fuck, what you eat don't make me shit, right? So
Mm-hmm.
why is that my focus when I'm watching basketball, football, or baseball? My mind is not on how much money these dudes is making. You know what
He's
I'm saying? I'm watching the show. I'm
right.
watching elite talent do elite things, and that's what I'm enjoying, right? When I watch boxing,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I want to see. Elite talent do elite things, but you're not going to see that when you put elite talent in the ring with subpar talent, because elite talent won't have to be elite. You see what I'm saying? I
Right.
They
don't
can
want to
just be
see.
good.
I'm tired of the book. Like they about to give. Think about it, fellas. They about to give us Keith Thurman and
Don't
Mario
say it.
Barrios.
For
They
70,
done,
don't tell me
they
that. Please.
they gave us Ortiz and Martin, and you know what? Salute to all four of them gentlemen because they getting in there, getting it in. But that ain't some shit that should be on the pay per view. So you can't show me, you can't tell
Mm-hmm.
me G5, you can't tell me G5. These motherfuckers gave Canelo 40 million for Plant, about to give him 50 for Charlo, and you telling me I'm gonna pay money? I'm gonna pay the same thing I paid for Wilder and Fury that I'm gonna pay for Thurman and Barrios?
You gotta be kidding. You gotta be
You ain't
kidding.
got no money for Bud and Errol Spence, but you think, and because
Mm-hmm.
you think we gonna steal it, but you think we gonna pay to watch Ortiz and Charles Martin? Like, I know that. Listen, I ain't the sharpest knife in the kitchen set, but I'm not a butter knife. You dig me? Don't treat me like a complete fucking idiot. At least rub my back before you do me dirty. Like, god damn, boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Feel a little. Look, show me a little.
Hey,
Shit.
buy me a drink and drink. Hey, have a drink with me first before you
Something
throw the
for you to
next one in
ride
my
me.
face, bitch.
God
Or
damn,
before you
shit.
throw the second drink in my face. God
You know
damn.
what I'm saying? What the
Man,
hell?
hey, I said it earlier, man. I was rocking with Keon. G5, you was there earlier, rocking with Keon.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Finesse, you was there.
With Keon, oh, yeah, Keon salute to everything boxing. Keon is a shit.
And he said it perfect. Hey, man, in the modern day now, the UFC, they screwing the fighters, and boxing screwing the fans. And,
Right.
and
How you want it?
the bad thing is we on the boxing side of things, and we the ones getting screwed. We
Right.
it,
Hey, hold your thought real quick. I'm gonna add on to your shit, and you can keep on cooking, right? Also, UFC get us all the big fights, but
oh,
get paid shitty
All the
money.
time.
Boxing give us
All
shitty
the
fights and
time.
get paid big money. Make
Man.
that shit make sense.
Man. But right side just made it make sense. Yeah, boxing is gonna pay the boxer and fuck
Boom.
the fan, and the UFC might fuck the boxer and pay and get a fan what they looking
Mm-hmm.
for. But remember who you are. That's the thing. Remember who you are. You are a customer buying a product. This is no different than when you buy anything else, right? You're buying a product, you want to get quality product,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that's the end of the story. Now, what has happened is because first of all, we're all humans, so we see what the fighters are going through, and if you've been watching boxing long enough, you know what type of shit the fighters have gone through in the past and the fuckery they've
Mm-hmm.
gotten. So yeah, we want to see them make money. I want to see them all make money, and I don't want to see nobody when they 50 slurring their words. But the reality is that's not my business.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
am a fucking customer. I am
right.
a customer. I support Deontay Wilder. I support Errol Spence. I support Gary Russell, Tank Davis. I support them, yes. But I am still a customer. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to pay for the best product I can get. Now,
And-
however that has to happen, I think there's a middle between the UFC fucking the fighters and the boxing fucking the fans. There gotta be a middle, right? No, like the promoters don't have to get 80% of the money and the fighters get 10 and the fans get the other 10% value in product. Nor does the UFC guy, the fighter got to get 10% of the money, the promoter get 50 and the fans get 40% of the product. There got to be a middle somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But boxing can do better because there's enough great fighters at each division where there could be a great fight every month.
so this is my thing, Mr. Finesse.
Hold on before you go.
Go ahead.
Omega,
Hey, what's up, bro?
what's good, Red?
We ain't got Omega Red in here.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
just came through, show some love and stuff.
Salute
You know?
you.
Omega Red, salute family.
What's up? What's up, man? Salute. Don't ask me about boxing because I really don't have no kind of damn
I would eat.
info to give nobody. I just
Uh-huh.
like to see motherfuckers get their ass whooped. I don't care who
Yep.
it is.
Hey, I rock with that. Though.
He wanted a good
And,
product. I ain't mad at you.
But
and
Man,
then
Yeah,
then Omega gonna smack the motherfuckers who was dick riding the fighter right in the face. Like nigga, okay, I hear you talking. Nigga, what happened to your boy this weekend though? Nigga got his ass beat. You gonna slap it right back in their face.
see, man,
Yeah.
I'm old school. Me and my brother used to go in it about Mike Tyson and Holyfield until they fought. And then niggas still owe me $30 from that fight. But
Damn.
we talked about skills, boxing. You know what I'm saying? We didn't talk about all this other shit about promoters and cash or who bring. We ain't care about that. We know nothing about that. We ain't care nothing about that. We talked about skill, what we seen on TV.
and
Facts.
bro, and that's what exactly what I was going to. It's so bad now. Instead of talking about the skills of boxers, the what's going on in the ring, we talking about boxing politicians. That's what we
Yeah.
talking. The politics,
hmm
and that's the biggest issue in the whole sport of boxing is the politicians. These are individuals who are supposed to be working for the fighters, but they making more money than anybody else.
Right.
You know
And
what
they
I'm
ain't
saying?
taking one punch and they ain't doing one push up.
Bro, they ain't doing shit.
You
Except
got you like look at Bob. Yo, how crazy is it that Bob Arum walk in the room, this old ass troll, walk in the room, and full of young 20 and 30-year-old men in the greatest shape in the world, and he talk to these motherfuckers like they are dogs in the street, and they just bow down.
and they take
That shit is crazy.
Bro,
That shit is crazy.
hmm
bro, it
They
ain't
ain't
it
putting
ain't
no
just
shit.
boxing though. I see this all the time. I see it
All
every
over the
day.
world. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
I see how black men start be bowing down to other races. I see it all the time. And
Yep.
my mind frame, I guess I'm just fucked up. So I ain't bowing down to nobody.
Now you ain't
Nah,
fucked
you
up.
ain't fucked up.
I'm looking at this. I don't understand it. It's more and more. It
Ooh,
should be
shit.
getting less and less. We have more money, more power, but we doing with more and more of bowing down. I can't stand it.
Because the money and the power is creating a state of mind, right? Right, power is
Yeah,
a matter of perception, right? Money is creating the
mother.
belief of power, but it don't necessarily mean power. You know what I'm saying?
I
At the
grew up,
end of
man. I grew up taught money is the root of all evil.
Shit, it
Now I
is.
understand it.
money is no
I
different
understand
from
it
a
now.
hammer. It's no different from a hammer. It's just a tool,
Yeah.
right? So when I grew
We
up
used
not having shit, we ain't have a lot of choices,
exactly.
right? And now I got a couple more dollars, I got more choices. It don't make me a better man. It don't make me a iller nigga. It don't make me smarter, none of that. It just gives me more choices. The problem is that with our people, because of the indoctrination and the goddamn training that we've been under for so long, we look at things like cars and jewelry as value.
It's it's
You know what I'm
programming.
saying? As some
Yeah.
Programming.
the absolute
Oh,
programming. This is all a
yeah.
design. Yo, Omega, I just
Programming.
want to say to what you just said, ain't nothing wrong with you. You ain't fucked up. We just got to remember, if you think about 85-15, that just lets you know we are lonely people out here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Most
Yeah.
of the
Hey.
people you run into gonna be saying stupid shit that you don't understand because ain't nothing wrong with you.
Hey,
Ain't nothing wrong
and
with
that's
you.
why my circle is so small.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You right.
That's why my
You
circle is
good.
so small.
If
They
you see
fucked up.
me 50 times in 2022, you're gonna see me with the same people 50 times in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
I remember growing up, motherfuckers used to call people sellouts. Now
Yeah.
people it's running around here talking about loan. Hey, at least he getting that bag. Get that bag. Get
That's
that
right.
bag.
Say it, yo,
Fuck,
because
You know
boy.
what I'm saying? I'm like, what
you went from
the
where
fuck?
there was a sense of like, I wouldn't do this, I'm not doing that no matter what, to it don't matter what you do as long as you get in the goddamn bag.
Yeah.
For
I
me
don't
personally,
understand it.
maybe I'm just an old man or something, but I gotta be able to look in the mirror every night. I gotta be able to look at my daughter and tell her who I am. You know what I'm saying? It's certain shit money can't buy, man. Money
My
can't buy
integrity.
certain shit, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mm.
You see some of the
That's
richest
what,
people in the world ready to dive out a goddamn window because money can't buy
bro.
certain shit.
I used to be deep in the chat. I was backed up because of I hear a whole lot of bullshit going on. I
Mm,
read a lot of bullshit in the chat. I could be
mm.
bagging up. I still be in the channel listening, but I just don't be saying shit. I'm like I don't understand the mindset no more.
Yeah, I remember like maybe, and I ain't gonna say nobody channel or nothing in your chat, G5, but I remember Omega like maybe a year ago, let's say, I would see you like, in different tasks or whatever, and you would be in there like that. And I seen a lot of people fell back, you know what I'm saying? And I see why.
Mm.
I see exactly why, because it's really, in one way for me, it's been like, yo, it's dope that there is other 15ers out there. But in another way, it's been fucked up because it's like, yo, these are people from all over the country, all over the world. And it
Yeah,
seems like most of these motherfuckers are retarded.
thank you, bro. Thank
I mean,
Mhm.
and I'm talking about, you know what? I wouldn't even say this on the platform, but it has been in some way very discouraging, man. You know what I'm saying? To meet this many people from this many different places, motherfuckers with money, motherfuckers without money, people that got jobs, people without jobs, and everybody's a goddamn idiot. But seven
you.
or 12 people,
And this peak and repeat shit. Mug, go hear this in this chat, then go in another damn channel and then repeat the same shit. I'm like, motherfucker, we heard that shit.
or flip it
Why
around
y'all,
and or say
y'all just
something in
repeat
one
shit?
chat, go in another chat and say the whole opposite shit. Like it should be
Yup,
crazy to
that's
me.
too.
It should be crazy to me.
It's like you just want to be
Mhm.
buddies with the damn channel. I'm like, no, have our own voice. I don't give a damn if you disagree with what motherfuckers saying. That make you human. Y'all
Fact,
act like
Mhm.
robots.
fact. And I don't love no boxer enough to threaten a human's motherfucking life over a
That
fighter
shit
that
gave
I don't
me,
even
man.
know.
I
You
ain't gonna
dig? I
lie.
don't love.
Man,
There's no I don't know no goddamn entertainer. Fuck boxing. I don't know nobody I seen on TV a day in my life that I say, yo, I'ma do what they saying. You dig? These ain't people
I
that
ain't
people
gonna
I
say
love.
no names. I ain't gonna say no names. Well, you got dudes out here. They act like they defended their girlfriend. They fighting like they defended their marriage and shit.
Shit,
They,
that's what I talked about on my live. I said they'll protect these niggas more than they'll protect their own wife.
That's a
hey,
damn shame.
let me, can I,
I'm
man,
gonna say this.
go ahead.
I've been in these chats for years. Do
Mm-hmm.
anybody know who I like as a boxer?
I'm gonna be real. Not really. I'm gonna keep it real. And
No.
I've been because I've seen you for years as well. Nah, not really.
You know why? Because I don't sit here and look over no damn man.
Mm-mm.
I'm a boxing fan, not a fan of a
That's
boxer.
crazy.
Right. Right.
And that's my biggest thing. Omega Man, I agree 100%. I'm a fan of the sport of boxing, but at the end of the day, hey, anybody can get it. You feel me? Anybody can get it, and if they get it, it's
Yeah.
them. I ain't mad if anybody I like getting a fight and lose. I ain't mad at that. I want to see the fight, but I
That's
want
it.
to see that
It
We
don't
all
matter
take
who wins.
losses.
facts. Man, you're better after a loss sometimes than you are coming
You
off a.
learn from it.
Now, if you got the right people
Yeah.
around you in life, if you got the right people around you, there ain't no such thing as a loss because that loss is a lesson. If you got the right people around you, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They be
These
taking this
dudes,
stuff
like these
too
dudes
hard.
be these dudes be like looking at these guys as heroes in life. You know what I'm saying? I don't know these motherfuckers like that. This is a form of entertainment, right?
Bruh,
I watch
I'm
boxing
saying,
on a Saturday. The rest of my week, I gotta get my own shit together, right? I'm
I got
my I
bruh,
ain't got time to
uh,
make troll accounts and all this shit. I can't even believe what I be seeing
this,
on the
this,
internet.
this shit ain't even just about boxing though. I be in other communities on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker will be going hard about Marvel versus DC. Motherfucker go hard in the fishing channel about
Man,
whether you should use a damn scope or not.
hold on. Did
These
you,
motherfuckers be ready to
yo,
fight over this shit.
but did
yo,
you
the
say
motherfuckers go on over Marvel and DC.
Yeah, I'm dead ass serious. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with people?
two made up community or two made up worlds? They going hard.
Yeah,
Oh
This is
Lord.
the saddest shit. You got motherfuckers, and
I'm
this is the
dead
saddest
serious,
shit.
man.
You got
And,
the
and
some
we
of the
think it's
poorest
crazy.
people in the world.
We think what we see as far as the boxing fans is crazy. Imagine what man. Come
Yo, if you go
Mo-
into the in some of the poorest people in the world is on the internet spending hours a day arguing about Cardi B suing Tasha K.
Yep,
who is the K?
Like
Who is
yep.
it don't. She's somebody that just be that talk like she one of them people that talk
I don't
about
fuck with
famous
Cardi
people,
B
but
or Tasha K. I don't know damn
My
one of them
shit is my
motherfuckers,
shit is
but
it
I done
don't
heard it.
matter. My shit is it don't matter, right? But people are spending hours out their day. Poor people that need bread, worrying about what these people who got bread is doing. When the focus should be on what you doing.
dang?
That's why
Boxing
I'm
is a
glad I'm a
damn.
country
It's a
motherfucker, man. I ain't
entertainment.
got time for that bullshit.
None of that shit.
I'm a country dude too, man. I'm Warner Robins, Georgia, man.
I'm not a country dude at all. I'm a city boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Queens, New York. You know what I mean? I'm not country at
Yeah.
all. I live in Florida now, so I'm adjusting. But
No,
I
you
know
live.
this.
Florida ain't country. Florida ain't country. Unless you in Pensacola somewhere else.
Nah, I ain't in Nah, I'm in Broward. You know what I'm saying? And everybody in Broward
Hell,
be saying that. That's not even the people in Broward be like, this ain't even the South.
bro.
Yeah.
But compared to New York, you know what I'm saying? It's so different because you ain't gonna be sitting in your
Mm-hmm.
backyard in New York and see no duck walk past you, or a goddamn frog or a snake in your yard like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
At least in Queens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm just saying, man. This, I guess
Like,
the
y'all been
criminalization
knowing me for years, bro.
of
That
dudes.
was, mm-mm.
That's why I fuck with G5. I've been fucking with quickly put me on game a long time ago about some of these dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And this shit is damn crazy. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these motherfuckers?
Facts.
They,
Half
Facts.
the
they was,
people, half the
mm-hmm.
people that was in LDBC when I first got here is not even in this motherfucker no more.
Shit, half of the motherfuckers, half of the people, when I first started watching 7-8, when his shit would be like, let's get funky. That shit, half the people that started, when I would hear them say LDVC before I even knew what it was, half them dudes are now anti-LDVC people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
they
Mm-hmm.
half the dude
emotional over people they never
over
met.
people they don't even know. Like, that
Mm-hmm.
shit is crazy. Over
That's
people they
gay to
don't
me,
even
man.
know.
I'm sorry, that shit is gay to me, man.
It
That's some
is
faggot
very homophobic.
shit.
Very homophobic.
It's some weird shit, man. It's some weird ass shit. You know what I'm saying? It's some weird ass shit. And I like for me, when I see how 7-8 done put together this little thing where when I remember in 97 and 98, when I want to see something about the fight after the fight, there wasn't nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put
Mm-hmm.
on ESPN or some shit and listen to
Yeah.
Brian fucking Kenny or some dumbass on there. There was nowhere to go. And I remember when I first got on the YouTube, I'll be looking and I go on some shit, and then before I even knew how to read the comments, I would just be listening to the way people talking. Like, I don't want to hear this shit. When I heard like 7-8, and other channels in the beginning, I said, wow, okay, so I'm not bugging. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
bugging. I'm not hearing that
Yeah.
shit wrong. I am hearing this shit. But I'm just
And see,
looking for it for boxing. I ain't trying to look for no leader. You know what I'm saying?
I've been watching boxing with the shit on mute since the '90s
So you smart. You
when
smarter than me then. You smarter than me.
when
I just got on
Holyfield
now.
and
Mm-hmm.
Mike Tyson fought. My mama paid $50 for that pay per view, and she didn't have no damn money, but she got tired of me and him arguing, so she paid. She bought it the first fight,
Hmm.
No, Jay
and
Cougar,
I
happy
betted my
birthday.
I betted my brother $50, and he on that fight, so I was gonna pay her back. And that nigga gave me $20 and left for the fight to go with. So I only gave my mom $20 because I ain't have no money. But I was knew Holyfield was gonna whoop his ass. But anyway, we put that shit on damn mute because I didn't want to hear nobody got there trying to influence what I'm fucking saying.
But you knew. So all right, by the Holyfield Tyson first fight, you already was aware of what you were hearing.
Yeah, I already heard it. Because you gotta think back then everybody was on Tyson nut.
Everybody.
I was the only one that out of everybody I knew, I was the only one telling everybody that Holyfield beat Tyson.
How old were
Everybody
you
like
then?
you crazy.
How old was
I
you at
was
that
a
time?
teenager. I was in the high school. I was a
Okay,
teenager.
okay. So we were the same age.
Yeah, I'm 40 now, so I was like shit. What,
Right. All right. We were the
15,
same age.
16,
I was
something
40.
like that.
I'm 41 now. So I was like, yeah, some shit. But we ain't gotta
Yeah,
go there.
I
But
ain't had $5 in my pocket. I bet it $50. I don't bet unless I know I'm gonna win
and what made you
Mm-hmm.
what made you know Tyson would lose to Holyfield?
because I knew Holyfield. Everybody was watching Tyson knocking out motherfuckers in the first round. But nobody was really watching Holyfield and how technical he was. I
Right.
said, I
It's a box.
kept telling everybody, Holyfield ain't gonna let goddamn Tyson get off what he want to get off. Told motherfuckers.
When
I I bet
the
it. I
first
bet it everybody, but nobody paid me but my brother.
Mm-hmm.
the first time I seen
Damn.
Mike Tyson, and I questioned Mike Tyson was in the fight when he fought Bone Crusher Smith. If you remember that shit, I don't know.
Yeah.
When I saw that fight, right, it was different than all the other ones I seen before that. It didn't go like the other ones went. And he was different when I seen how somebody who could take it and give it back a little bit. not even all the way,
Yeah.
but a little bit. He just looked different. You know, he still won, and it was impressive, but it wasn't the same. You know what I'm saying? I knew Holyfield was a dog. I just didn't think on some. I ain't think Mike would quit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I didn't
No,
think.
see, the thing was with the Holyfield Tyson fight, I knew Holyfield wasn't scared of Tyson.
Right,
Mm-mm.
Holyfield wanted it.
right, right. That was probably 90% of the fight right there.
Yeah.
These dudes was coming in the ring already. You could see it in it. Like I remember that Michael Spinks shit. My uncles
Mm.
was believing and
They
swearing
had
on
lost
Spinks.
before the damn bomb,
It
the
was over
bell ring.
before the fight started. Right, right. Fact, fact.
Yeah. And then
And I like
but
Tyson. Don't
then
get me wrong, I like Tyson now, but Holyfield was my champ. He was my
right.
favorite fighter.
Hey
I
man,
like
this,
Mike.
this is a sensitive subject to me, man, because me and Mike Tyson, man, we got the same birthday, so that's my all-time favorite fighter, and so this is a sensitive subject that we talking about right now.
Yeah.
I like Mike.
I
I
feel you,
like
bro.
Mike a great
Bro.
deal, man. Mike was one of my when I was a kid and I believed in heroes. He was one of them, right? But now as a grown man, I'm honest with anything I see in front of me, right? So now I watch all the shit I seen when I was a kid. I want to see it now as a man because it looks different, right? Mike
Yeah,
Tyson was a
yeah.
great fighter. Mike Tyson was a great fighter, but Mike Tyson was a flawed fighter as well. And Mike Tyson had some quit in him. Let's keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't no reason to lie to ourselves. I
As,
love Mike.
as
I love Mike,
matter
but he
of
had some
fact,
quit in him.
dog, the reason why I ended up getting with these channels is because I was going on YouTube looking at classic fights.
There it is. There
And
it
I
is.
was looking at classic
Yeah.
fights for like over a year before I even found all these channels.
Right. Right.
And my brother is a huge Mike Tyson and Roy Jones fan.
Roy Jones. Oh man, Roy Jones was my guy. Roy Jones, but Roy Jones. I'm gonna say something. I love Roy Jones, but Roy
I
Jones,
met
like
Roy
Manny
Jones in
Pacquiao,
Pensacola.
Roy Jones was a dope fighter, man. He was a super freak athlete,
Mm-hmm.
but he did a lot wrong in the ring. But he was a super freak, man. It just looked great.
Yeah.
That James Tony
Yeah.
fight was, oh man, that was like, yo, that's one of my
Mm.
favorite fights in boxing. Just to see how that's two great fighters, and this motherfucker was that much better. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. You never seen that out of Canelo. You never seen Canelo. The shit Floyd did when Floyd got in the ring with Gennaro Hernandez. You never seen that type of shit with Canelo. You never seen that type of shit with Triple G. There's not like how many guys can you really? You can't even say like who can
Right.
you say that about? That's fighting right now.
Right.
Floyd and Gotti. He beat the shit out of Gotti.
You know what? Gotti wasn't to me. Never mind.
That's one of the worst. That's one of the worst
Rest in
beatings
peace.
that you've ever seen in boxing.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
it was just. I mean, he just beat. Yeah, it was.
Beat the hell out of
God,
it.
dog, bro. Like, yeah.
yeah.
You,
God.
That was bad. That
I
and
felt bad. I felt bad watching the fight over because it's like, bro, just let it
oh
go, bro.
yeah.
Let it go, bro. Because you get your ass whooped right now.
Watching it in my 30s, I felt bad watching it. Watching it
Hey,
in my 20s, oh man, I was loving every second of that shit.
I'm tell you
Shit, I
too.
was out of my mind when that shit was happening. You crazy? I was you crazy. That's boy, man. Between Floyd and Wilder until y'all remember this? Floyd was
I
on
missed the
such a
whole
run,
Floyd era.
and Wilder was on such a run that these motherfuckers were so mad, right? And then Kobe Bryant died. If I'm not mistaken, it was Kobe passed away. Wilder lost to Fury, and the COVID shit got all out of control. Am I mistaken, or did that happen that way?
No, that's how it happened.
Because that shit was like, yo, oh man, Kobe, are you serious? Then Wilder, and then everything shut down.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, I missed the whole Floyd era. I didn't really fuck with Floyd because I wasn't fucking with boxing then.
Mm,
I had a whole lot of shit going on.
mm,
But you
mm.
know what I'm saying? Being a man and shit, I had to get my damn house in order. I had bought a house and I had got there all this other shit. Anyway,
Real life,
it was
real
the
life.
whole Floyd era. But my damn boxer during the Floyd era, well, I guess before the Floyd era, was De La Hoya. I love it. I love the
Mhm.
damn De La Hoya. That's
Yeah,
why
Nah,
De La Hoya,
I
even though
see
he
that
wear
motherfucking
fishnets
fishnet
and
stockings and
even though
shit. I hate that
even though
shit.
he wear
mm,
fishnets and spatulas, De La Hoya
Yeah,
is
I
a hell
hate
of a
that shit.
nah,
I
bargain.
like that. This is my home. I love De La
hey,
Hoya.
hey,
What's the De La Hoya?
he rock with that spatula, wear fishnets, and
What?
do like to put utensils inside motherfuckers and on
Hey,
himself.
hey,
But look, hey,
I'm gonna tell you the truth
but
though.
in the ring,
Nah,
That
hey,
motherfucker
listen.
whoop your
Let me tell
ass,
you something. I was about to say that. I was just about to
right?
say that. That motherfucker whoop
But
your ass in them fishnets.
hey,
hey,
and
but
he could punch
hey,
too.
Oh, wait.
but I gotta give props to AJ. AJ, and Wilder got me back into the heavyweight.
Yeah,
Got me back in boxing really, cause I had quit watching
Why did
all.
AJ
I
get you
had
back?
watching him on YouTube. Cause I didn't even know nothing about the damn heavyweight after
Oh,
the
okay. Okay.
Klitschko was out there running around here. I ain't know that until I got back into watching boxing. I'm telling you, I had quit watching all sports, basketball, football, boxing, all that shit. I had so much shit going on.
Yeah, nah, I understand that. I went through a similar spell where now I've always kept up with the Cowboys. I keep up with my Hawks. You know what I'm saying? But I went through a spell where, yeah, man, I dropped boxing tough. I started playing golf, so I kind of followed that. But you know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah,
I always say KQKC, man. I give that man big salutes because what happened really was I caught one of his calls on one of the fights I had purchased and was able to catch his call and it just kind of you know what I'm saying it brought me back to the sport, man. And yeah, man,
oh yeah,
I
man.
go ahead.
I was rocking with KQKC before he even started calling fights. So I've been rocking with KQKC. I
Yeah.
call him the preacher, man, because he be got to get the preacher a sermon on me, goddamn.
He still get it
Love
going
it.
on you, won't he?
Yeah, yeah, have me hyped.
Super
I have to stand up,
Christ.
goddamn.
Man, listen, I'm trying to tell you, I went back and I listened to his his Roman Gonzalez Estrada call.
Yeah.
Probably what was that now it's probably 8 9 months ago. I went back and I was
that was his
listening to
best
call.
fight call right there. That
Man,
shit is
I
cool.
was up on my look. I'm talking about. I'm streaming the fight or I'm watching the fight on YouTube. I'm trying to match it up or whatever, and I'm watching the fight and call while he calling it. Man, I'm standing up, damn near jumping around like, hey, you know, what I'm saying
Yeah.
he putting it in there. You feel me? Like it's
Hey, hey, the PBC shouted got that KQKC out in the chat.
did
I
they?
was at work listening.
The PBC need to shout KQKC out and the whole LDDC out on television in front of
Yeah.
millions of
They know
people.
they need
Don't be
but
whispering. Don't be whispering. You
you know
need to be
you
saying
know
this
why
shit
they don't do
loud.
that, right? You know why they don't do that.
Of course, well, hey man,
It's about money, dog.
hey
It's
man,
about
hey
money.
man, hey man.
But
But
Yeah,
you
that,
see,
that,
the promoters don't even have to promote. They don't have to do commercials, none of that, because they already know between Champ Side, the LDBC, they already know it promotes itself. They
bro,
could do less now. Like,
Yeah.
man, and it's crazy because I look at YouTube content. You know what I'm saying? My boy G5, I try to support. You feel me? Whenever, if I follow the channel, I try to support the channel because I look at YouTube content as I look at this content way more than I look at regular TV. You know what I'm saying?
I
Oh
And
yeah.
agree. Hell
because
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, I feel like, hey man, I gotta support these cats, man. They doing amazing work and they putting out great
Fact,
content. They
fact,
able to help me get through my day at certain times. You know what I'm saying?
fact.
Certain times I might get up and I know I got 3 or 4 conference calls in the morning. Not tomorrow because it's Saturday, but on Monday. And then I could be like, okay, well I know at 12 my time, Champ side about to come on. I know 1:30 KQ he finna come on. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of got it where it's like, okay, I can go through a tough day, but I got something kind of to look for, even if I'm going through some rough moments in my life. You feel me? So
Right.
Bruh,
you got
it's automatic. It's automatic for me to go through everybody's shit and hit the like button.
facts.
Even if I can't
Facts.
damn stay to listen to what's going on, it's automatic.
Facts. Yo, I wake up in the morning. I wake up in the morning and be about to take my daughter to school or whatever, and I just check on Junior and hit the like button, and knowing I can't listen to it, but I just hit the goddamn like button, you know. And as the day
Hey,
go on,
Julius, the best morning show. I be putting everybody on Julius, man. They be like,
yo,
man, that motherfucker.
Junior is the shit, man. Junior the Truth is the shit. Yeah, subscribe to Junior the Truth if you ain't subscribed. Junior the Truth is the shit.
I gotta go find Junior the Truth. I don't know who Junior the Truth is.
Oh,
Oh
come
Oh
on
man, you
now.
been
man,
missing
Oh
out,
man.
boy.
yeah.
You been missing
Man.
out.
Black Gentlemen's Club, man. You better get down with Junior the Truth, man.
Y'all all just came out at the same damn time. Shit, put me on. Damn.
Nah, Junior the
Hey,
shit.
Julius should have
Uh,
1 million subscribers, man. For real.
Yeah, you
I
see,
just
but that's the
never.
thing. That's the thing. He
uh,
Junior the Truth. He ain't gonna have 1 million subscribers because he's
uh,
85 to 15, right? So he gonna have maybe, let's say, when we get said and done, he'll have, let's say, 10 million subscribers, right? And then a guy like fucking Jake Paul doing some stupid ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what people want to see. You gotta dunk your head in water and do a handstand or some dumb shit like that. And
Yeah,
I don't know where
yeah.
we at, man. I don't know where the fuck we at.
It's like the cornier you are, the more you get promoted. The more you come up.
yeah. Uh,
Or
For
it's either
real.
be corny or
if
there's
you
another
willing,
thing you could be.
or if you
There's
willing to
another
A
thing you
embarrass
could
sellout.
be.
yourself, if you
You could be
embarrass
oh
yourself,
my bad. So there's three things. You could be corny, you could be a sellout, and there's one other thing that's really selling big right now.
Okay.
There it is.
and corny, being
Corny,
being
a
being
sellout,
you know
or a
the
freaking
other
load.
side of the fence, and if you're willing to embarrass yourself, you good.
Yeah.
Like the crate challenge shit, that's embarrassing yourself
That's
and you.
retarded. Why are you doing any challenge? I don't give a fuck with that damn water shit and motherfucker pour ice water. Man, I'm not doing that shit unless I'm hot. And I've been working all damn day. I'm trying to cool out.
The
That shit is retarded.
the cinnamon challenge, people hyperventilating because they too much got in their
Dumb
damn
shit.
throat. Like,
Watch one
Man,
person do it and do it.
Hey, look,
people licking toilet seats.
let me ask y'all a question, man. So,
Retarded.
I just went to subscribe to Junior the Truth, so I can see what y'all talking about. See what he got going on. And while I was kind of looking through my shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all follow the channel or not, but it's just something that kind of popped up. Aki TV popped up, and he was saying, or the headline is Devin Haney is in training camp for George Kambosos. What y'all think about that?
I used to follow Aki. I don't anymore, but I would have to like back to the Canelo Charles thing. I would have to see that and right, like, you know what I mean. This shit is signed, this date, this venue to even believe it. But if it go down, man, Devin Haney gonna beat that ass. That's
Yeah,
gonna be a pretty. That's gonna be a pretty boxing lesson.
My thoughts on all boxing being signed. I don't care. I'll wait until the bell rings.
yeah,
Then I care.
yeah.
Even.
Because anything can happen.
Oh yeah, we seen that.
So
We seen that too.
it's no use for me getting all up excited about a fight. Then 2 weeks out the fight, the fight
Man,
ain't finna happen. You gotta put this somebody else in. So
forget
until the bell rings, I don't give a fuck.
forget 2 weeks. We seen Buddy get in the ring with FA and Job, but he got in the ring the
30,
best time
30.
and walked the fuck out of the ring. So,
He said,
Hey,
"Not today.
the
Not
bell
today."
run though. The bell run though.
the
The
best,
bell run. He got the fuck out of there.
so
Not today, goddamn it.
when I can't say nothing until the first punch. Fuck the bell. I need to see a punch thrown.
Only in boxing, man. Only in boxing.
Bro got
Only
out.
in boxing.
He ain't never seen nothing like that.
Imagine that
nah,
shit.
I would have.
Motherfuckers, the two teams
What's the name?
come
His
out, they
name
about to do a
Curtis
jump
something.
ball and they walk off. Like, what the fuck?
Did he get paid for that?
No, he didn't get paid.
Oh, I'm glad he shouldn't have. He shouldn't have got paid.
No, he didn't get paid for that.
Bro walked out the ring and the bell rub. Bro walked out.
You said, I ain't got time for this shit. I done told y'all I was busy.
I'm not gonna be concussed tonight.
And then you say, I can't get jiggy with this shit.
I
They say, what you say? They say, what you say, nigga? I can't get jiggy
Hey,
with this shit.
remember that the McCall fight with the second one with Lenny Lewis?
Oh, when he started crying?
Oliver
He
McCall.
was walking around and shit.
Hey,
That shit was crazy.
what,
Only in boxing, shit like that happen.
what's his name?
Yo, only in boxing, man. Like,
Oh, shit, I can't think of his name.
Oliver McCall.
What he say?
His name.
That's what he put it.
That
He put
motherfucker.
his mom on. His daughter on the phone.
Say what?
they put his daughter on the phone.
Y'all see that?
Who?
No, wait, what?
Wait, we might be on different fights then.
Well, Oliver McCall for Lennox Lewis.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm on a different because what's his name was the trainer and this fight. Teddy Atlas was the trainer that I'm talking about.
Oh, no.
Remember the parachute man that came down in the Holyfield fight?
Oh, man. Oh, that shit was crazy. Remember the dude?
They beat the hell out of that dude with his damn crap. That shit was funny. I was watching that fight. I was like, what the fuck?
Hell yeah. I'm like, first when the dude was flying in, I was like, what the fuck is that? That motherfucker landed and caught the ass whooping of his life.
What the fuck is this shit?
Only
in boxing, dog.
Only in boxing, man. Only in when Zab Judah and Floyd was fighting.
Oh man.
And Zab hit him with the low blow.
Hit him in the neck. Then all hell broke loose.
All hell broke loose. Oh, hold up. Remember when Zab? Nah, you know what? All respect to Zab, man. Salute to New York, man. All respect to Zab. No disrespect, Zab. I love you, Zab. Super Judah. Remember when he got knocked out by Costa Zoo and he got up and started beefing with the ref?
Eli. Eli Zachary. Salute, bro. Appreciate you stopping through. Yeah, it come early. I'm off. I'm glad.
That's why when the boxing is on, I ain't getting up going to no bathroom. I ain't getting up going to get something to eat. When the boxing is on, I'm watching it. Because only in boxing, anything can happen, dog.
Anything. At any point.
Okay.
We had that Sunday boxing on the PBC with J-Rock and Herb.
Oh.
I had all my family in the damn room and nobody moved. Everybody watching like, damn, J-Rock tearing his ass up. And they didn't know who the fuck J-Rock or Herb was. They were like, damn, tearing his ass up. I was like, damn, that's how it used to be when I was growing up. Cause we used to, boxing was a big event. It was like the Super Bowl and shit. It wasn't just like no game.
It was bigger. Boxing, my family boxing was bigger than the Super Bowl. Like when there was a big fight on, when Marvin Hagler fought Ray Leonard.
Yeah.
When oh man, it was what's this guy's name? Aaron Pryor fought Arguello. Like my house, my uncles and shit, they was crazy with boxing. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't have no choice but to watch that shit. But and that's why it's so crazy now, where you see, like you said before, you see back then, it felt like, at least, maybe I'm bugging, but it felt like there was always an ill fight on. And now it's like, now we got the most access to the people, and they giving us the least. Back then, we didn't know what the fuck people was making, and you wasn't talking to the fighters on YouTube or interviewing. It wasn't none of that shit. Back then, we ain't even really care who the promoters was and all that shit.
It was about blow for blow.
That's it. What's going on inside the ring? Now we so caught up in all the other shit. They give us the least when we got the most access. That shit is crazy.
Hey man, facts, and I got a long day tomorrow, so I want to go ahead and, hey man, salute to y'all fellas. Appreciate you, G5, letting me on the panel tonight. Cook with y'all, man.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Finesse, salute to you.
My
Oh,
brother, right side.
see, I know I'm gonna see y'all in the chat later on, so I'm gonna show you love like y'all show me love. So salute to
Oh
y'all.
yeah, for sure.
We'll get it up again at a different time.
All right, my
All
brother.
right,
Be
man.
safe.
Take it easy, man.
All right, man,
For
y'all.
sure.
Nah, word. G5. When you shutting down, man? You rocking for a minute?
Yeah, I'm up. I ain't gotta go to work, nigga.
G5 got their night owl. And then he wake up, got there early as hell. I'll be like, God damn, G5. I
Man,
can't got
I
there.
get up, nigga. I gotta get it. Nigga, my kids keep me
Yeah.
going. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
I tell
working.
That's
everybody,
what it
nigga,
is.
you at work like a motherfucker. I'm like, yeah, nigga, I'm gonna get that paper. I don't do shit else. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I'm gonna do that.
Yo, G5, you going to the Errol Ugas fight?
Water. Is the sky blue?
Nah, dude, they got a date. I
Hey,
know it's in April. They got a date because I gotta get plane
Now
tickets
just
and shit
fuck
like
with you,
that.
man. You already know. Hey, finesse, dog. When I
Nah, I
when
know
I
you going. That's what I'm
announced it,
saying. Do they got a?
now when they announced
Oh,
that joint, they said
yeah, that's
it's
what I'm
here
saying.
at home.
Yeah.
I said, nigga, I'm there, nigga.
Oh, wait. That's not. I thought, my bad. I thought that was what it was. That it was there in April, and it was just a matter of the day. I ain't know that was. Oh,
Mm.
my bad. Oh, all right. So I don't want to spread no false information.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
motherfucker who got talking that shit, talking about Pacquiao gonna walk through Oogies. I said, what?
Wait,
That
yeah.
shit
Mm-hmm.
What
pissed
the
me
fuck
Done.
you
off,
talking
dog.
about? Yeah,
That
man.
shit pissed me off. I ain't never damn roll for no damn fighter. The much I roll for Oogies against Pacquiao, like, man,
Man,
that's some bullshit, dog.
man. If
I
y'all
ain't
can make it to
understand what
that Earl,
everybody
hey,
was damn saying.
right. If y'all can make it to the Earl Oogis, and the Earl bring the city out, boy. Everybody be out, nigga.
Yeah, that's gonna be a
Everybody,
good
that nigga,
fight, man.
bro, he pulled everybody out.
Shit, I'm just trying to get me there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be there or not, man. I'm trying to get my black ass over there.
Hey,
You know,
man,
but I
hey,
thought, see, I thought that, damn, I thought I heard that shit was out in Texas.
it is.
Oh, it is
Cowboy,
going down to
Cowboy,
Texas.
yeah, it's gonna be a
Right.
Cowboy
It's just a
Stadium.
date. We just waiting on a date.
They said the 16th.
Oh, I ain't
It's
shit.
April.
Yeah,
Hold
they said
on.
April 16th.
I might make that. Get my income tax check.
And they say I'm gone.
Now I'm gonna see you out there.
Oh yeah, you know I'm here. You know, finish. Y'all my niggas.
I have to fly
You
to
know,
there.
if you ain't got my number, if Omega, I should have yours. She saved me my phone. I believe I do. Nigga, shit. If you can't get it, only thing I do is call my girl. She gonna here you go.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know, everybody like, damn. Now I'm laughing at people like, man, oh, I'm like, nigga, been rock with this girl for 2 years. Y'all niggas just been sitting. I've been sitting here laughing. People, 30 people, I already knew. Like, y'all don't. They was like, man, y'all be joking and playing like y'all ain't halfway talking about each other. I said, shit, we just like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
It ain't that damn big in damn way. Shit,
hell
that's how
no.
I am.
And I'm half retarded, and you get in my shit. You better hope she grabbed a hold of me and didn't let me take off and get too mad. 'Cause, man, one certain individual, boy, he better be lucky. Oh man, but it is what it is.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what I say. And
Oh,
y'all see me, and I don't know being nobody YouTube beef or drama or going at it with trolls, no nothing. I'm like,
yeah,
hell nah.
yeah. You know me. I don't do all that shit. I
Mm-mm.
talk a little shit in the chat, but when you got there with that trolling shit, what the fuck you there arguing with somebody? You ain't gonna change their mind. So what the fuck you gonna argue with him for? I don't understand that shit.
All
So fuck it.
right, Slug.
Get him out of here.
Appreciate you coming through, man. Have a good one.
Oh, you
Yeah,
gone?
man.
Damn, my bad. I'm saying watching documentary at the same damn time, man. My bad.
And this nigga finesse knocked himself off. Boom. I
Boom,
got.
there it is.
Oh yeah. You know what I mean? Nigga, my eyes be peeled. Nigga, I see the bots, the trolls coming in. I be paying attention to everything.
Well,
Hey,
yo,
Julie
Omega,
be
Yeah.
saying
what
this and
state you in?
everything, 'cause I know he be down. I know he be saying that crazy shit I be saying.
Nigga, I be laughing like a motherfucker, nigga. You'll notice if I'm on live and I see you cutting up, so I can just keep the live going. I go on mute and I'll be laughing like a motherfucker. Or if I go turn my have my camera on and put my mic on mute, you just see me smiling or something. I'm like
Yeah.
this nigga, or I text or Quia text me up like this nigga Omega ass and this bitch cutting up. She like I know I see his crazy ass.
I be fucking with Julie and shit, man. But me and Julie, we talk after the show and shit, offline and shit. So
hmm
you know what I be doing, like man, you be trying to fuck me up when I try to do the show.
I done got him a couple times. I'm like, he was like, man, I'm done. This nigga G5 done fucked me up, man. He done broke the show. He's like, man, I can't even do it now. We stuck on this topic. This nigga, I was like, yeah,
I don't say this about
cause
that
I'm
farming shit. I told Julie, man, get some land, dog. I show my damn work that shit, man.
shit, nigga. I know. I follow your ass, nigga. That damn OG goat, you got that motherfucker. Like, nigga, I'm standing on top of this shit.
Yeah,
Yo, Omega, what state you in?
I'm in South Carolina.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. And I'm wondering how you got when you were saying before you was like you was a country nigga. You born and raised there?
Yeah, born and raised.
You do you G5? Y'all got land where you live? Or
I got land.
you got land where
You
you at?
got,
You
yeah.
ain't got my
Uh-uh.
uh, you can see it on my IG. Matter of fact, Trill
Yeah.
Will came to my house. I showed him.
Nah, I ain't got none of that shit, bro. That's why like
Yeah,
sometimes I
Trill.
be hearing y'all talk about the like you know what I'm saying, shit you got on social media. I ain't got none of that. So I don't get to see none of
Yeah,
it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
hmm
Trill Will tell you, yeah, he came to my house, man. I told him about there on the house and everything, man. Showed him the damn goats,
G5,
cows, all that shit.
Yeah.
you talk to Omega offline?
Well, when I can. But yeah, he'll holler at Quee.
Slide him my map. Just slide him my map real quick. Yo, Omega, I'm gonna just ask you one real quick
Put it
question.
hey, put it in the
What's up?
private chat.
How you do
Go to
that?
the private chat. It went where they go like you're gonna click on comment and
Oh,
stream
boom, boom,
your
boom.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying, just get my number from Quick Quick. She got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, because I don't even want to put that shit on. You know what I mean?
I, that's why I ain't want to go to private check. I'm afraid I'm gonna get kicked off.
he has been kicked himself off. Yeah.
I gotta get some of them damn. I gotta come down Texas. Y'all keep talking about them damn turkey legs and shit. The turkey hut, whatever that shit called.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I drove through Texas. I drove from San Diego back here. That shit was
Oh yeah.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all need some trees in Texas. I felt like I was just sitting in the car, goddamn.
Nigga ride to your open sky. It's pretty, but goddamn, can I get some shade?
I think it's
What's
got
good,
them
Troy?
trees or something. I think something passed me by.
Yeah.
I like, damn, I'm the ride. I was on Highway 10. Like, shit. It don't look like, oh, you feel like I'm moving. I'm going 110 in
Hmm.
them motherfuckers.
Yeah. Especially if you pass through up north, the top boy, we go out the panhandle.
Yeah,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
like planes.
Cause
That's
that's
one
probably
thing
where
I
you
love
pass
about
through.
being in the military, though, man. I travel. Everybody I cool with, I traveled home to
Yep.
where they was at, and everybody that cool with me, they came back to where I was at and shit. You know what I'm saying? Showing how different people live and shit. You know, like damn, man.
Hmm.
And got love everywhere I went. I ain't gonna lie, I got love everywhere I went. I was in that, not Afghanistan. I was in Iraq. I got love in Iraq during the war.
Hmm. Yeah, Troy Banks. That's a boxing channel and more.
Yeah,
We talk.
go back to boxing.
Hmm. No, we straight shit, nigga. We just talk boxing for nigga 2.5 hours. Shit.
Like I said, bro.
I
I don't
always, I
be
always,
goddamn.
I always shift myself.
I say, man, I be on different mindsets and stuff, man. I can't talk boxing. I can't talk no sport all day. But my mind ain't on sports like that. I
Yeah,
love,
my mind too broad to just have be locked in on one
yeah.
thing. I got so much shit going on. Like, it's too much life things going on. And I'll be 34 in March. I'm like, bruh, I've been married and divorced and that, through at the start of COVID, and man, it was just boy, yeah, it was
And
some
like,
different shit.
so I'm watching a documentary right now on damn space and shit. At the same time, I'm talking to you. At the same time,
Hmm.
I I gotta I'm preparing some notes. So on Sunday, like I tell, I be teaching kids and shit about the real history and shit. So I'm preparing notes on that shit. So I'm doing my mind on three things right now. That's why I be talking so much crazy shit in the damn chat. Cause I don't be
Uh,
focused on one goddamn thing.
hmm. I be laughing. I said, this time a nigga on my ass and here cut the fuck up, boy.
Hey, old boy, Carlo chat. Hey man, that dude goddamn.
Man, hmm.
He was
You
just
was
trying to
cutting
get some
up.
pussy. That's all he was. He got that girl saying something to him. Now he's stalking Carlo,
Hmm.
trying to get his manhood back. Sit your ass down. You can't get your manhood back off there leaving comments in the goddamn chat. The hell wrong with these motherfuckers?
Hmm.
That's crazy.
I niggas be tripping, bro.
Yeah.
You know them niggas
Too
ain't used to
many.
be getting done in life.
I'm saying if you worried about that shit is like the furthest thing from my mind. I got to worry about real shit.
Hmm. Nigga, my daughter in ballet, tap dancing, gymnastics, karate, and karate. Uh, ain't got time to play no game. When I'm off,
I have.
I'm not off.
I don't even.
My
My bad. Go ahead.
nigga, when I'm like I say, nigga, when I'm off, I'm not off. You
Yeah.
understand that perfectly.
Yeah. Exactly. But don't understand that shit. Off day for me mean I got more work to do.
Yep.
Like I
Now,
don't have any kids, but like I said, I'll be
mhm.
there
Nigga,
showing
you
kids in
got
the
you got
neighborhood.
you got animals, nigga. You got cattle, nigga. Them a bunch of uh, nigga kids that without social security numbers and shit.
I gotta go.
Mm.
I gotta go in the morning. I'm gonna pick up my hairdresser son and stuff. Cause she want me to teach him how to be a man. So I'm gonna pick him up.
Mm-hmm.
Bring. I've been picking up before. This ain't no big deal, but he gotta
Mm-hmm.
get. He at the age now. I told him he whine too much. I got that. They say you whine too much because you been
Uh,
pampered too much. I'm like, come on with us
right.
out here with us men, and I'm gonna put your ass to damn work. And I don't give a damn about you whining. Can't nobody hear you whine
Right.
where we at. We need wood.
Mo boxing. What's good?
So that's what we
What's
gonna
good,
do.
bruh?
Let me put his ass to work.
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
up, Mo
yeah.
Box?
Yeah, I already know.
Put him
Yeah,
up
yeah.
to
You
work.
gonna lace his boots up.
Yes, sir.
And he's like, "Oh, you want me to do it? You know I'm gonna do it my way now. Watch. Okay."
You finna go home. You finna have scratches and cuts on your arms like I was when I was a kid. You going home like
Hmm.
that. I already told him mama. I said he gonna come back hurt. He gonna come back tired. But you make sure you cook, cause he gonna come back hungry as hell. Cause he gonna work all goddamn day. And she already know. I'm from there teach her just how men supposed to be, not the damn bullshit. When you sit here and cry and
Hmm.
get your way, they ain't the man's life.
Come and learn. Time to learn something, young fella.
You know. Cause
Yeah,
at
I
some
feel
point
that.
he got to do what I had to do. He got to be the man of the house. He got to be the one that protect and provide. At some point,
Whenever that may be. Mm. But you don't know what it's gonna be, but you gotta be prepared though.
like she said, she a woman. She don't know how to teach you that. So she asking me to do it. All right, I'm put a few dollars in the pocket so he feel like he did. You know what I'm saying? But you finna go out there and work today, and it's
And
gonna be cold
yeah,
tomorrow too.
yeah, okay. Yeah, 6 hours ahead of us, Mo. And so I just woke up. And it's 7:37 in the morning.
Is that Mo?
Mm-hmm. On that UK
Oh
time.
man, he got to be goddamn. It's 2:30. Well, man.
Yeah, you on that South Khaki time.
Yeah, there
It's
you go.
about to be 1:40 my way.
I got, shit, I got about 4, maybe 5 hours of sleep. So I got to get my ass up.
Yeah. I'm gonna get ready to shut it down. Shit, I'm gonna eat. And I'm gonna shit.
Yeah,
Give me some good ass ZZs, man. Appreciate you
yeah, get
coming through,
some,
my boy.
dog.
And,
Take it in.
you
Hey, yeah, for
recommended
sure,
time.
man. Oh
You
yeah,
waking
for
up
sure.
hop up on here, man. I'm gonna let sorry people only gonna hop on. You know what I'm saying? You ain't coming bringing no positive vibes and you know what I'm saying, no good energy. And if you got a whole bunch of bullshit attached to you, you damn sure ain't hop it up. Cause you gonna bring that audience over here with me, and I ain't got time for this shit.
Yeah, for
Pros gonna
sure.
come
Hey,
anyway, just cause
I
my
can't, I
numbers
can't,
going up.
I can't, I can't talk too much boxing because yeah, I don't feel it like
Oh,
everybody else. But
oh
for
yeah, no,
real
you
life
good.
shit, I can then talk that all goddamn day.
Hmm. That's
Yeah, for
why I
sure.
say I just like read my description. It say I cover I cover sports and real life events. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm never distinct myself or box myself in like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna be a boxing champ. Nigga, nah. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. You
I
get,
might be working on cars or doing some shit. Get paid out for that. You know, people show me a little bang the cash step on this shit. I'm like, bro, I'm straight. All
yeah. And then take it easy, bro, man. Take it easy.
right, my boy.
All right.
Appreciate everybody rocking with me. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. Been a long work week. Brother, body is tired. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.